It's glad to be here. We're also doing this stream from the lounge. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to close that. That way I'm not being too loud out there. All right. So the reason we're doing a test is I've been having ILS issues. Like, not that it's just not working, like it's not putting in stuff right, because it is. It's just not.
Ops 30.2.3 profile untitled scenes.
I know.
Restream
We're
Google
just
Chrome
going
row
to
1
go
column 2 to 4.
through, and we're going
Restream
to
Google Chrome.
try
Restream documents. Button event settings.
to sort this out.
Toolbar.
I
Search
don't have
US
chat on
US
yet, but I
selected.
will hear.
Clickable select. Clickable
Just a
unselected.
minute.
DVI pilot
Make sure this is working
clickable main
good.
landmark. DVI pilot setting level 1. Clickable flight from Miami to Indy testing deals.
Yeah,
Main landmark heading.
that is.
Alert.
Not.
Ops 30.2.3 profile untitled scenes. Restream Google Chrome row 1 column 2 to 4. Restream Google Chrome. Restream documents. Button event settings.
Sort this out.
Toolbar. Search box. Selected. Clickable select. Clickable unselected. DVI pilot clickable main landmark. DVI pilot setting level 1. Clickable flight from Miami to Indy testing deals. Ops 30.2.3 pro.
Seems like that's quiet. I'm going to have to ask you guys how my audio is. Let me
Folder view list. Ops studio. Restream chat 37.
get my restream chat up here. And
Restream chat row 1 column 1. Restream chat. Header clickable. Header. Title message. Edit plan.
we're going to message our admin as well.
Clickable menu. Disable button. Clickable menu button opens list. Title message. Edit selected. Button available.
I'm not sure why stuff seems so quiet.
Folder view list. Restream chat 37. Pane dragon. Widgets. Start toggle button. Search toggle button. Task view toggle button. Copy file explorer button. Show in Dropbox to Razor Central Security Privacy Networks. Folder view GMA pilot lock conflict. Say intention. Learn about this. Pane dragon. Widgets 42 degrees F mostly club. Start toggle. Search task toggle. Show in icons. Side button. Show in icons. Folder view list. Learn about this picture 36. Show in icons. Dropbox 2 Razor Central Security Suite Privacy Microphone Network Spectrum Setup 5 Internet Privacy Microphone News by Ops Studio button. Network Spectrum Setup 5 volume speakers. Razor Bear QX 1. Troubleshoot sound prop. Open volume mixer 2 of free. Sound settings 3 of free. Troubleshoot sound problems 1 of free. Open volume mixer 2 of free. Sound settings 3 of free.
I'm going to go to
Volume
sound
speakers. Razor Bear
settings.
QX 100% button settings. Settings window. Search box. Find the setting edit. Level 1 system 2 of 12. System button 1 of 2. Output grouping. Choose where to play sound. Speakers selected. Apps might have their own settings. Grouping. List. Speakers grouping 1 of 4. Speakers radio button not checked. Pair and output device grouping. Add volume grouping. Mute volume button. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mono audio toggle button not pressed. Input grouping. Choose the device for speaking and recording. Line selected. Apps might have. List. Digital and grouping 1 of 5. Digital and radio button not checked. Pair and input device grouping. Volume grouping. Mute microphone button. Adjust the input volume slider 18. 19. 20. 21. 54.
Is that?
55. 74.
Oh. That might have helped.
Settings. Advanced grouping. Troubleshoot common sound problems grouping. List. Output devices not selected 1 of 2. Input grouping. Volume grouping. Adjust the input volume slider 74. 75. 76.
And then I'll turn my mic down, hon.
98.
It was way down. No one.
99.
Okay. So there's that. That audio is fixed.
Advanced grouping. Troubleshoot common sound problems grouping. List. Output devices not selected 1 of 2. Output devices link. All sound devices grouping. Turn devices on /off. Troubleshoot other options. More button. Volume mixer grouping. App volume mix. App input and output devices. More button. More sound settings grouping. Open button. Sound dialog. Playback property page. Select OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Playback tab selected. Playback property page. Select the playback device below. Modified settings list. NVIDIA output 2 NVIDIA definition audio not collected 1 of 13. NVIDIA output 2 NVIDIA definition audio not collected 2 NVIDIA output 2 NVIDIA definition audio NVIDIA out speakers 2 USB audio codec ready 5 of 13. Speakers Razor Bear QX default device 6 of 13.
Okay.
Configure button Alt plus C. Properties button Alt plus T. Press. Speakers properties dialog. Edit selected speakers. Change icon button Alt plus up. Controller information grouping Razor Bear QX. Proper device usage. Combo box usage. OK button. Cancel tab control. Levels tab select. Dialog 100. Tab control. Levels tab dialog 100. Speakers grouping. Speaker slider 100. Mute checkbox not checked Alt plus M. Balance button Alt plus T. OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Levels tab. Enhancements tab. Property page boost the lowest frequencies that can be played by the tab control. Enhancements tab selected. Property disable all enhancements. Checkbox not checked Alt plus T. Enhancement properties grouping description. Settings button Alt plus S. Restore defaults button Alt plus off. Preview split. OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Advanced tab selected. Default format grouping. Select the sample rated test button Alt plus T. Exclusive mode grouping. Allow applications to take div exclusive restore to OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Spatial sound tab selected. Spatial sound format grouping. Select the spatial sound format you want to apply. Combo box off collapsed. Tab control. Spatial sound tab. Spatial sound format restore defaults button Alt plus T. Spatial sound format grouping. Select the spatial sound format you want to apply. Combo box off collapsed. Windows Sonic for headphones. Off. Windows Sonic for off. Windows Sonic for headphones. Off.
Okay, we're not going to mess with
OK
that.
button.
I'm going to
Sound
leave it
dialog.
alone.
Playback property page. Properties button Alt plus T. Configure button Alt select the play tab control. Playback config property OK button. Cancel button tab control. Recording tab selected. Recording property page. Select the record OK button. Cancel button tab control. Sounds tab selected. Sounds property page. A sound theme is a set of sounds applied to events in Windows and programs. You can select an existing theme or save when you modify. The same sounds. The program event the following save as button Alt plus T. Program events. Preview. Level 0 Windows extend. Play Windows start OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Sounds tab select. Communications tab selected. Cancel button. Tab communications property page. Windows can automatically adjust the volume of different sounds when you are using your PC to place or receive telephone calls. When Windows detects communicate OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Communications property OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Playback tab selected. Playback property. Configure button. No properties. OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Recording tab selected. Recording property page. Select the recording device below. Modified settings list. OK button. Cancel button. Tab. Sounds tab selected. Cancel. OK button. Settings. Settings window. Advanced grouping. More sound settings grouping.
All right,
Open. Related support grouping. Help with sound grouping. Show all settings button. Expand. Setting of a microphone link. Help grouping. Help link. Give feedback grouping. Give John S. Just steps. Search level 1. System button 1 of 2.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Settings.
Hey, Mr.
Restream chat, row one
Bishop, how
column,
are you,
restream chat.
buddy? If you could let me know how my audio
Restream
is
chat.
here in a minute,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38. Microsoft Flight.
that would be most helpful. Right now, we got to get. Hold on a second.
Dune activities.
Okay.
Button 1 of 5. Activities. Marketplace. Button 3 of 5. Now available on PC and World Map.
Okay.
World Map screen.
There's what we
Flying.
want.
Press space. Search result. Aircraft selection and select departure. Search results. KMIA slash my. KMIA. Switch departure. Select arrival. Combo box. Search result. Kind slash Indianapolis. Select kind Indianapolis INT.
I can't figure out why my
Combo box.
other volume's so low, though.
Switch departure. KMIA Miami. Aircraft selection and customization.
Like, my
menu.
main computer volume is really low. Like,
Current aircraft is Boeing 737-900ER.
it's nowhere where I.
Press ESC to go back.
Normally, I can.
Press F12 to reset.
Normally, it's much louder. I don't know what.
Press space to more.
I don't know.
Press numpad minus sign slash numpad plus
All
sign.
right, hold on. Let's
Press tab
get.
to help.
I'll look at that volume issue in a minute. Like, my mic is good, but
VFR, direct, GPS, aircraft selection and customization menu. But KMIA Miami INT, runway, 30.
all right,
Drop-down
runway
list.
Ryan
30.
Bishop. You sound clear, but the YouTube voice that reads chats and flight sim is very quiet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The
Speed
audio's
meter
low.
overpowers you when using it and you talk.
That's what I'm saying, right, Ryan. It's not my mic audio. It's the other audio that's low.
Gate slash parking.
Give me a minute and we'll figure it out.
Parking 10 ramp cargo. Drop down option. Use right stick. Parking 9 ramp cargo. Parking 8 ramp cargo. Parking 7 ramp cargo.
I don't really want to do parking at cargo, but I will. Let me just see here.
Parking 28 ramp cargo. Parking 27 ramp cargo. Parking 26 ramp cargo. Parking 25 ramp cargo.
This is
Drop
all
down option.
cargo.
Right, runway, 30. Gate 99 gate medium.
Here we go.
Gate 98 gate medium. Gate 94 gate medium. Gate 87 gate medium. Gate 88 gate 89 gate medium. Gate 90 gate medium. Run, gate 90 gate medium.
All right, so we're going to be at
Drop
gate
down list.
90.
Select the view available choices.
Yeah, it's the rest of my audio, like screen reader audio.
Loading, please wait. 41%.
Inflation 30. Volume 100.
But my volume on NVDA is 100. If I go to my mixer settings,
Loading, please wait.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Start window. Search window. Sound mixer option. Settings.
sound mixer.
Settings window. System grouping. Volume grouping. Adjust the output volume slider 100.
Loading, please wait.
See, volume's 100.
Output device grouping. Output device combo box speakers. Razor Barracuda X collapsed. Volume grouping. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute volume button. System button 1 of 3. System grouping. Volume grouping. Mute volume button.
84%.
Adjust the output volume slider 100.
Says systems 100.
Output device grouping. Output device combo box speakers. Razor Barracuda X collapsed.
Output, which is my headset, that's completely full.
Input device grouping. Input device combo box line in. Realtek. R audio collapsed. Apps grouping. List. System sounds button collapsed 1 of 10.
Microphone's good.
Digital in. Sound blaster Z button collapsed 2 of 10.
Digital in. That audio ain't going to make
Digital
a
in. Sound blaster Z.
difference.
Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. Digital in. Sound blaster Z. Line in. Realtek. R audio button. Line in. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. Line in. Realtek. Microsoft Flight Simulator button collapsed 4 of 10. Adjust the output volume slider 80. 81. 82.
We'll turn that up.
Mute app button. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. Microsoft Flight Simulator button collapsed. NVDA application. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. NVDA app. Ops 30.2.3 pro. Ops. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute Ops 30.2.3 profile. Untitled.
Shift tab set to do nothing instead of lower bounds? Sometimes try restarting NVDA. That tends to accidentally duck sometimes.
Restream chat button collapsed 7 of 10.
Yeah, I've done tried that. It's not.
Restream. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. Restream chat. Zoom meetings button collapsed 8 of 10. Zoom. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. Zoom meetings. Zoom meetings button collapsed. Zoom meetings button collapsed. Zoom. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute app. Zoom meetings button collapsed
I
10 of
don't know
10.
why Zoom is in here 3 times. I'll have to take care of that. All right.
Restream chat row 1 column 2 Ops 30.2 star untitled Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
is so weird. Why that volume? That's the outside volume right there. That's not loud at all. Let me do something.
Folder view
real
list. Learn
quick.
about this
I'm
picture.
gonna do
36.
it with you guys on. I don't mind.
Start window. Add or remove programs. Control.
We're gonna
Settings.
remove something that I don't need.
159 apps found. Apps button 1 of 2. Search edit blank. View apps by list. Drive filter options. Sort options. Currently list 7 zip 7 Zoom workplace 6 Stocks live. Stocks Microsoft Windows clock Microsoft Stocks Zoom workplace 64 bit 6.1.41705 Zoom 7/11/2024 159 159 Zoom workplace 64 bit 6.1.41705 Zoom 7/11/2024 grouping. More options button. Uninstall 2 of 2. List Zoom workplace 64 bit 6.1.41705 Zoom 7/11/2024 grouping. Pop-up dialog. This app with this related info will be. List Windows installer dialog preparing to remove. Progress bar 0%.
Goodbye, Zoom.
Cancel button.
Spare me for a second, you guys.
Zoom workplace 64 bit dialog. OK button. Cancel automatically close applications and attempt to restart them after setup is complete. Radio button check Alt plus C. Top automatically close. Top automatically screen review blank. Zoom meetings install. The following applications should be closed before continuing the top. The following application install. Zoom meetings. Zoom blank.
Okay, yeah, I ain't worried about that.
OK button. Cancel automatically. OK button. Zoom workplace 64 bit dialog. Please wait while Windows configures Zoom workplace 64 bit. Gathering required information. Cancel button.
I'm just uninstalling that real quick because
Zoom workplace 64 bit dialog. Please wait while Windows configures Zoom workplace 64 bit. Gathering required information.
it was after I installed that, I think, when it
Graphic. Settings window. Related settings grouping. System components grouping. Manage system components that are pre-installed on Windows. More button. Related support grouping. Help from the web group. Related settings list. Stocks live. Microsoft Corporation. 9 slash. Stocks. Windows app. Windows weather. Voice Visual Studio. VLC Media. Voice attack. VS Word. Weather. Web. With the auto install version.
Okay, so
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
we'll see what happens.
Start window.
That
Search window.
might-
Sound mixer option. Settings. Settings window. System grouping. Volume grouping. Adjust the output volume slider 100. 99. 100. Mute volume button. System button 1 of 3. System 2 of 12 level 1. System button 1 of 3. Sound button 2 of 3. Volume mixer button 3 of 3. System grouping. Volume grouping. Mute volume button. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Output device grouping. Output device combo box speakers. Razer Bear QX collapsed. Input device grouping. Input device combo box line in. Realtek R. Output volume. Mute volume. System button 1 of 3. Sound button 2 of 3. Sound. Output grouping. Choose where to play sound. Speaker selected. Apps might have their own settings. Grouping. Show all settings button expanded. List. Speakers grouping 1 of 4. Speakers radio button not checked. Fair and output device group. Volume grouping. Mute volume button. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Mute volume button. Choose where. List. Show all settings button expanded. List. Speakers grouping 1 of 4. Speakers button 1 of 4. Show all. System button 1 of 2. System 2 of 12 level. System button 1 of 2. Sound button. System button 1 of 2. System. PC grouping. Rename link. Microsoft 365 view. PC grouping. System button 1 of 1.
Okay, I'm gonna close that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
And I think we'll be good. I think the audio will come into it now.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
Yeah, I think we'll be good. But let's do one more thing real quick.
Folder view list. Learn about this picture. 30. Navigraph up to NVDA 5 of 37.
And that'll fix it too, like
Oh,
you
NVDA,
said,
we made-
Mr. Bishop. Because it does message your audio.
Folder view list. NVDA 5 of 37.
Thank you, sir, for that
Microsoft
reminder,
Flight Simulator
by the way.
1.38. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.
Okay, guys, so now we're in the cockpit. And we're doing a flight. Now, I don't know why. I got something going on with first officer.
Folder view list. List item 5 of
I
37.
don't think that's why that it is missing ILS. But I did an update. It's at the latest update, but every time I open it, it still wants to update again. And the latest update is the 16. Well, what is that? 4.5.16 or 5.4.16, whatever it is.
Flight Simulator First Officer Prof 19 of 37. Flight Simulator First Officer Next 20 of Flight Planner 24 of 37. FSATC Flight Simulator First Officer V5 37 of 37. Pane. Folder view list. Flight Simulator First Officer V5 30. Pane. Cut copy rename share delete pop up share as to run as administrator
So
area
you're
12.
going to see it. Tell me, do I want to update?
Folder view list. Flight Simulator First Officer V5 37 of 37. FSFO dialog version 5.4.16 of FSFO is now available. Would you like to download?
See,
Yes but no plus Y.
5.4.16. Do you want to update? No, I don't. I've got the latest update.
No but no plus N. Yes but no but no plus.
So we hit no on that. It says something about .NET, but I've got the latest update on .NET as well, from what I know. Last night when I did the update, it said that I had to basically what did it say? Something about extract file because it couldn't do it on its own. I don't know what file that was referring to, but anyway, I mean, it's working.
Main window. Connect button. Previous page button. Connect button.
Let's go ahead and hit
Press.
connect. We've already got the latest flight plan in there.
Folder view list. Flight simulator. Shades of Doom. Sim market. Sim brief downloader 23 of 37. Sim brief downloader. Sim brief downloader. TS blank. Clickable graphic refresh. Clickable export selected. Heading level 1 Sim brief downloader. Clickable 5 files of clickable close. Sim brief downloader. Sim latest flight. TS blank. TSI 009DW 739 KMIA/time generated 23 November.
So Miami to Indianapolis is what we're doing.
Good evening, Captain.
Sim brief downloader.
We're going to close this. We don't need that anymore.
Main row 1 column 1 1 of 5. Main window. Connect button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
Also, I did a temporary fix to my Honeycomb Alpha, so we'll be using that. We're going to be...
Ground FlexJet 374 Heavy, requesting pushback.
Ryan
yeah.
Bishop.
Oh yeah, audio's good.
Sounds got louder when you turned it off and went down again when it came back. Do you have ducking enabled in NVDA?
No, the sounds are back up.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
This is the normal loudness.
Microsoft Flight.
That's normal. It went back to normal after I restarted NVDA. No, audio ducking is not on. I thought that same thing actually, but see, that's plenty loud enough. Whatever was going to happen with that team talk, Mr. Bishop, the reason I'm asking, because if you're not able to do it, I need to know, because I need to go and purchase a server or something if you're not able to do it.
Requesting the end of pushback.
But I definitely need to get a team talk put together.
Request to end pushback received.
Mr. Bishop, oh Bishop, what do I get for Christmas, Mr. Bishop? Bishop, what do I get for Christmas, Mr. Bishop? Bishop. I'm just kidding. Where is my phone?
Contact tower on 123.9 when ready.
I don't know where my phone is. Where is my phone? I need my phone. Where is
Taxiing hold short
my
runway
phone?
26 left via taxiway 15
Somebody
Yankee 2
took my
Whiskey November
phone.
November 4 Mike
What
Mike
did they
11
do with the
FlexJet
phone?
374 Heavy.
Somebody took my
Miami
phone.
Airport information Sierra 0000 Zulu. Wind 297 at 4.
So
Visibility
Brandon
10.
Armstrong, I am live,
Sky
waiting
conditions
on my
clear.
admin.
Temperature 18. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.09er. Visual runway 26 right ILS.
But yeah, I need to know about that,
runway
Mr.
26
Bishop,
ILS
if you're going to be
runway
doing that
27
server or what we're
Landing
doing. If you
runway
can't, that's
26 right,
fine.
runway 26
But I need to
left, runway
contact someone that
27.
can,
VFR aircraft,
so I can get it up
redirection
and
of
going.
flight. All aircraft read back hold short
All
instructions.
aircraft suck.
Advise controller on initial contact. You have Sierra.
I've got more than Sierra. Don't tell me what I got. By golly tamale. Tell me what I got. Wrong with you, bruh. Alright. I wonder. Here's. Does that do anything? Nope. That didn't do nothing, did it? No. It's good. It's good. 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 It's good. Alright. So,
Brandon Armstrong.
turn that down.
Your admin is here.
Mr. Armstrong, bring me a drink. Y'all know that one song off of Back to Future? Mr. Sandman, bring me a drink. Make it vodka. That's what I think. No, that's not the actual words, but
Would you mind checking the SIDS and stars?
Folder view
absolutely.
list. Sim brief 2000. Top speed 330 of
Heading
top
out
flight
with a
monitor
walk
Delta 37.
around.
Gonna load TFM.
Microsoft Flight
Talking
Simulator
Flight
1.38.2.0. Loading airport database. Current aircraft. PMDD 737,900 RPMDD house. 739.
All right, let's load the
Step
CD
slash R index 1 slash
here.
1 PM. Step slash lag 1. Less step KMIAR greater.
Okay,
Citra KM
Miami.
KMIA 0 1. ALT. Microsoft Flight main column 3 stream chat row to ops 30.2. Star untitled notepad column 3 6 of star untitled notepad.
Okay.
Lag. Lag. KM root. KMIA slash 26L. 10 0 AQRCN 4.
So 26 left.
KPASA. AQRCN 4.
Ground long cargo
URCN.
1507 heavy requesting
Herkin.
pushback.
4.
Herkin 4.
Long cargo
KPASA.
1507
AQRCN 4.
heavy pushback
10 0 470 300. 26L.
So
KMIA
26
departure red only
left.
most lag 2, lag 3, lag 4, lag 5. FOLZZ 326L. Lag
There
5.
it is.
FOLZZ
Right
326L.
side 5.
CDU number lag 3, lag 2, lag 1. ALTN and 2 lag 2. ENG lag 3. DORR lag 4. FLMG lag 5. FOLZZ 3. KMIA 6 1. Lag 4, lag 2. WABA 2, lag 3. AQRC lag 4. Lag 3. AQRCN 4.
There's Herkin 4.
Lag 3. AQRCN 4.
So we'll do left soft
Lag
3
2.
on
Trans
that.
1. AQRCN trans 2. KPASA.
And then KPSA.
Lag 2. KPA trans 2. KPASA. Trans 2. KPASA. Lag 2. Trans 1. AQR trans 2. KPASA. Trans 2. KPASA less cell greater. CDU
Execute.
number 1 execute key unavailable. CDU number 2 execute key unavailable. Execute key off.
All right, that's done. Then we'll go back
Step slash R index 1 slash
to
1.
our approach and arrival stuff here. Right soft 2.
Time arrivals 1 slash 5. Stars approaches 1. Clang 705L.
Now, if there's any airport that I know and that I'm good at landing at, anybody that knows me with flying, you all know what airport that is. Indianapolis. I mean, that's my home airport. I know it, right? Okay.
Star untitled notepad. Star untitled
So,
blank. Characters 23R. Slash. Kind. Giants 4.
so it wants me to do 23 right,
Ground long
23
cargo
right with Gibbs
1507
4,
heavy requesting the end of pushback.
Hey, hey, hey.
hey,
Long cargo
Hagel.
1507 heavy request to
Giants 4
end
kind.
pushback
Slash.
received.
23R. Kind
So,
arrivals 1 slash head red only multi 1 stars
23R.
1. Clang 705L. Land 2. Giants 4 05R. Land 3. Jacks 2 14. Land 4. Colts 2 23L. Land 5. Raster 6 23R. Star untitled. Star untitled. Characters 23R.
Yeah.
Time arrival 1 head land 5. Raster 6 23R. Land 4. Colts 2 23L. Land 5. Raster 6 23R. Land 5. Raster 6 23R. CDU number Land 3. Jacks 2. Land 2. Giants 4 on piece 1. Land 7 less L greater. Piece 2. Giants 4 on slash out greater.
And there's Gibbs 4.
Piece slash 2. Giants 4 on slash out greater.
So left soft 2.
Trans 1. Giants 4 less L. Trans 2. Piece 1 slash out greater. Trans 3. Hagel plan.
And then Hagel.
Land 3. Colon. 3. Colon. Space. H. Trans 2. Piece trans. Space. 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 Space.
Now,
3. Hagel plan.
the thing is, you can also do right soft on your sitting stars here,
Trans 3. Hagel plan.
but I'm going to go with what it says.
3. Hagel plan.
The Hagel or whatever.
2. Hagel less L greater on. CDU number 1 execute key.
Okay, that's done.
Act RTE lex 1 slash 8.
We're back on the leg
201.
page.
INTC 212. Cross slash 3 3. Rush slash.
So all
Act
that's
RTE lex 1
good.
slash 8.
Now, the one thing I'm a little confused about is when you go to first officer,
Star untitled book. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Main row 2 column 1 4. Main window. Connect button.
We're
Pause
on
button.
now.
Mid button. Review
Okay.
size button. Minimize button. Exit button. Configuration options button. Home button. Plan page button.
we'll hit
Rest.
plan page button, and now when you tab,
Checklist 2. OFT button. Radio free. Fuel edit mode. ZFW edit multi-line selected 1 done. Fuel edit
showed
multi. Radio
you
frequencies button.
your information with your flight in the first part of
Fuel
it.
edit multi-line selected 24,836.
Fuel 24,000.
ZFW edit multi-line selected 147,410.
GFW, that's your
Brandon
weight.
V1 edit multi-line
Armstrong.
selected 157.
I think that Indianapolis should be renamed Johnny's Airport,
So-
LOL.
V1,
V1 edit multi-line selected 157.
157,
VR edit multi-line selected 158.
VR 158,
V2 edit multi-line selected 164.
and V2
VR edit V2 edit multi-line selected 164. Passengers edit multi-line selected
164.
196.
Passengers,
Cargo edit multi-line selected 9800.
cargo,
Mint edit multi-line selected 200.
minimum 200,
Rep edit multi-line selected 149. Mint edit multi-line selected 149.
VREF 149,
Dis edit multi-line selected 928.
distance 928,
Pay edit multi-line selected. Dis edit multi-line selected 9. Pay edit multi-line selected 19.
gate 19,
Go button.
and there's a go button. And I don't know if you're supposed to hit that button or if you just go down
Departure code
here
selected
to
KM
do
26
the
button.
rest of your
Combo
flight.
box collapsed. Edit plan. 0 button. Combo box collapsed. Edit plan. 32,000 button. Combo box collapsed. Edit plan.
So 32,000 is what we
32,000 button.
cruise altitude.
Combo box collapsed. Edit plan. 30. Combo. Yes button. Combo box collapsed. Edit plan. 5 button.
Yes on that. Flaps 5
Combo
on
box collapsed.
that.
Button.
That's right.
Combo box collapsed. Edit.
On.
18,000 button. Combo box collapsed. Edit. Departure code edit select. 23R button. Combo box collapsed. Edit plan.
And
Full button.
23
Combo box
right.
collapsed. Edit plan.
Full on our flaps.
Button. Combo box collapsed. Edit plan. Off. Off. 1. 1 2 3. 18,000 button. Combo box collapsed. Edit
And
plan.
18,000 for
Combo IMDR plan
transition.
button.
And then that's it. But I don't know if you're supposed to hit that go button or not at that first part. I'm not sure because last time I hit it, it like made it all blank, I think. So let's
Combo
go
box
back up
collapsed. 18.
here.
Free.
Let's just
Full
say
button. 20. Departure. Combo box. 18,000 button. Combo box collapsed. Button. Combo 5. Combo 30. 0. 26 L. Departure. Go button. Data multi-line. Go button.
We know all the information there on that first part, so if I hit go,
Data multi-line selected 26. Data multi-line selected 900. Data multi-line selected 100. Data multi. Go button.
let's
Departure.
see if
26 L.
it
Combo box
saved my
collapsed. 0
other
button.
information.
Combo box collapsed. Head blank. 32,000 button. Combo 0 button. Combo box collapsed. Head 26 L button. Combo box collapsed. Head 0 button. Combo box 26. Departure code selected. 26 L button. Combo box collapsed. Head blank. 0 button. Combo box collapsed. Head blank.
I don't know what that is. It says 0.
0 selected. 1,000 selected. 2,000 3,000 4 5,000 5 selection removed. 5 4 3 2,000 1,000 0 32,000 button.
We'll leave that alone.
Combo box 0 collapsed. Head 0 button. Combo box 32,000 button.
All right,
Combo box collapsed. Yes button.
32,000.
Combo box
That
collapsed. 5 button.
stayed same.
Combo box collapsed. Button. Combo box 18,000. Combo box departure code edited 23R button. Combo box full button. Combo box 3 button. Combo box 3 collapsed. Head 18,000 button. Combo download. Checkbox not 0 button. Combo norm button. Combo checkbox 44. Combo ZF button. Combo box connect button. Pause button. Mid button. Reduce size button. Minimize button. Exit button. Configuration options button. Home button. Plan page button. Home button. Pressed.
All right, we'll hit home.
Act RTE 1/8 700 star untitled book act Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
All right, so we got everything in there for our flight.
Ground American 25.
While we're doing the walk around, while you're still doing that,
Main row 1 column. Act RTE 1/8 edit red only multi-line selected.
Heavy pushback request.
here is our
Act RTE 1/8 Act R 271 INTC slash 202 cross slash 303 Russ slash 304 NIPLT slash 305 Jones slash 5008
okay. Everything looks good there.
Act RTE 2/8 301 HURCN 302 block slash 301 HURCN slash 302 block slash 303 Tyros 304 KPA 305 Geo slash Act RTE 3 slash 301 Russ slash 302 Jammer slash 303 JO8 304 THRS 305 Kale slash Act RTE 4 slash 301 Woody slash 302 Rest slash 303 Swap slash 304 Hagel slash 305 Asset slash FL 200 304 Hagel slash
Now, interesting thing is
colon 4 colon space H 304 Hagel slash
that must be right there where the star begins. It's got to be, because
Microsoft
that's
Flight Simulator 1 main column 3 star untitled book road star untitled blank character 20 slash kind Giants Hagel
yeah.
Giants 4 Hagel
Hey, Hagel is where the star starts, and then my transition should start
Giants 4
at the Gibbs 4, I would think.
Act RTE 4 slash 8 PM red only 354 4 Hagel slash 303 swap slash 303 swap slash 302 rest slash 303 34 Hagel slash 305 asset slash FL2 RM6 1.0 Act
Okay.
RTE 5 slash 8
That's on. Now Hagel was on page 4 of 8.
Act RTE 358 31 GLNTH slash 352 Diesel slash 14 3 Giant slash
Star looks good. Now there's
304 U slash 303 Giant slash colon 3 colon space E S space
there's Gibbs, but not Gibbs 4.
304 U slash 305 Jock slash 12,000 16,000 Act RTE 6 slash 8 301 Camel slash 10 302 Mosley slash 7,008 303 ANITC 210 slash 6,000 04 Rainy 210 slash 6,000 05 Vector slash RMP slash 6 1.0 slash RM5 Vector slash
Okay, there's Vector.
055 Vector slash
Line 5.
Act RTE 301 DRVR slash 4008
Let's select that. Go back
Act RTE
up.
blank DR6 RM5 Vector slash CDU number 1 execute CDU 04305 DRVR slash 4008 RMP6 1.0 slash RMP5 DRVR slash 4008 304 Rainy 210 slash 6000 049 degree 6.13 302 Mosley slash 7301 Camel slash 10,008 302 Mosley 303 ANI 04 Rainy 210 305 DRVR slash 4008
And see, I don't see the Hagel for my transition.
The aircraft looks good.
Well, I seen Hagel, but
Act RTE 7 slash 8 201 CKRD slash 2600 202 RW 23R slash 833
there's 23 right for
203
800.
1500 slash 6
So we look
Act
good.
RTE 8 slash 8
Legs page
Act RTE
looks,
1 211 INTC slash
looks good. All right.
CDU number 2 execute available
I'm going to wait on this
Star untitled book Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator
bonehead to do what he's doing. Yes, Brandon, Indianapolis should be named.
CDU number 2 execute available
I think it should be called something like,
American 2518 Heavy, continue taxi.
oh, shut up, John. It's got nothing to do with prosecuting people. We'll call it
Roger, American 2518 Heavy.
Prosecute. That'd be a good waypoint name, wouldn't it? Prosecute. Perk 1. Oh, goodness gracious. Da 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 da. Let's see.
CDU message displayed.
CDU number 2 message icon
CRZ wind uplink
Oh,
ready.
shut up.
Act RTE 1 slash red only multi-line
Still
select
here.
selection remove Act perfect 1 speed 1 100 slam slash 2 dot slash 24.9 313 degrees slash 60 perfect button clear slash button edit blank
24 point.
CDU number 1 execute clear perfect edit red on slam slash 2 dot slash 24.9
CDU
313
message
degrees slash
cleared.
Plan 2, 24.9
CDU message
24.9
display.
63, altimeter 1019.
Verify takeoff
CDU number 1 executes.
speeds.
Yaw amber light off. Flight.
Let's execute
N1
it.
limit 1 cells 1, plus 44.
Bam,
Seatbelt
bam.
select.
Go to
Takeoff red 1
there.
flaps 1, 5 degrees 154, greater 154. Left forward window E on. Right forward window E.
We'll verify.
Left forward window E light on.
Just put
Right forward.
him in again.
Right side window E light on.
Brandon
go.
Armstrong.
5 degrees red flat 2, 96 CT3,
Prosecute would be a good
27.4%
waypoint,
TW/go.
or you could
Ice
have
4,
one called
172.3,
courtroom.
172.3, flight TW/go free, 27.4%, 4.771 CT trim V2, flight control 2, 96.4 CT trim V2 free, 27.4% 4 TW/go, 4, 172.3, 172.3, flight control low pressure runway RW4, TW/go free, CT trim V2, red 27KN1 VR, right 2, 96.4/90 red 1, 5 degree flaps QRHV1, 1, 5 degrees 154 greater 1 red 2, 96.4 CT trim V2 free, 27.4%, 4.77 162 greater 1. Trim
4.77.
elevator trim indicator for alt plus T, auto brake RTO, auto brake, 4.01, 4.02, 4.03, 4.04, 4.05, auto brake disarm light off,
I'm going to try to.
4.03, 4.02, 4.01, 4, 3,
We're going with the old rule about putting trim below what it
3.76, seal
says
pressure light on,
because it
3.75,
seems like it's
3.7,
still a bit
3.66,
sensitive.
3.65, 3.
So we're going to take this
3.49, 3.48, 3.47, 3.46, 3.43, 3.39, 3.35, 3.34, 3.32,
and if you
3.3,
don't like it, get
Let
another
me
airplane
message,
to
please.
fly
3.28,
out.
3.26, 3.25, 3.23, 3.21,
Pre-flight
3.2,
checklist.
3.19, 3.17, 3.16, 3.15,
Tested. Navigation
3.14,
transfer
3.13,
display
3.12,
switches.
3.11, 3.1,
Normal and auto. Window E.
3.1.
Pressurization mode selector.
Huh.
Auto.
3.08, 3.07, 3.06, 3.05, 3.04, 3.03, 3.02, 3.01, 2.99,
On.
Oh, we're
Fuel
up by
control
one
switches.
number.
3.01,
Come on.
3.03, 3.0, 3.04, 3.03, 3.01, 2.99.
Come on, man. We'll leave it right there.
Tailor trim, stab trim, electrical stab, autopilot stab trim normal button, alt plus A. Stab trim off button, alt plus S. Rest, stab trim normal, stab trim normal.
And I'm going to turn that on for normal.
Edit red only multi-line selected takeoff red 1 slash 2 flaps QRHV 1 1, 5 degree 154 greater 154 red 27, takeoff red 1 slash 2, takeoff flaps 1, 5 degree 154 greater 154.
Okay, that looks good.
Systems up, edit red on red 2, CT3, T 4, runway 5, select 6, land, land, land. Act RTE Lex 121, INTC 100, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
So, checklist was good. Now you're just waiting on me to go back over here.
Act RTE Lex 1 slash, edit red only multi-line 1, INT. Land 2, full land, 5, FS actions greater,
Right soft 5.
land 3, left door cruise greater.
Left soft 3 for
Hello, index 2,
doors.
left open door open, LMD FR 1, left close door open door greater.
We'll close that door. Do a refresh. Go back.
Round 2, left payload auto 3, left door cruise great land 4, left pushback.
Go to
Defeat
pushback.
4, 0, shocks 5, left exit slash remove none greater.
And now we're going to wait
Microsoft
on.
Flight Simulator 1.38, Microsoft
You
Flight
know,
Simulator 1.3.
Door
Door one
there's
closed.
the door. It closed. Hey, hey, hey.
Pushback TMD star untitled book main row 2 column 1 4 main window plan page button checklist 2 OFT radio frequency jetway O power unit fuel set trim taxi clearance start cars jetway O power unit fuel pumps hydraulic pumps set trim taxi clearance 19 way for jetway holds jetway disconnected connect button pause button mid button reduce size button minimize button exit button configuration options button home button plan page button checklist 2 OFT button radio frequencies jetway O power unit fuel pumps hydraulic pumps taxi reserve O power unit fuel pump hydraulic tax reserve anti ground clear land set trim taxi clearance start cars taxi clearance start cars land
We don't need to start a car.
Start a car.
Thank you.
taxi clearance left FWD fuel pump on start car land
I don't
engine
need
number
taxi
FWD low pressure light
clearance.
off
It's
Abu selector
my airport.
start Abu selector
Oh,
start
no, it ain't. I'm in Miami. Whoops. That's where we're going.
56 sex for Abu school all CTRL plus alt skip jetway disconnected 53 sex for jetway disconnect connect button Abu low pause button mid button reduce size button minimize button exit button configuration options button home button Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0
There's some outside audio for you folks. I love these
Abu low pressure light off
sounds.
Abu low pressure light off
Absolutely amazing. Won't you think? Tell me that I'm wrong, matey. We're gonna fly to Indianapolis and prosecute Brandon Armstrong. He's a criminal. Dirty criminal.
Abu generator plus light off Abu generator off plus light on engine generator off plus light on
So that's off. So now he's gonna do a checklist here in a minute.
Recommend data engage light off.
CDU
Recommend data engage
message
light off. Abu generator plus light on. Left side window light off. Left forward window light off. Left forward window light off. Right side window light off. Recommend data engage light off. Recommend data engage light off. Right act fuel pump on. Right act fuel pump on. Engine number 1 center load electric
That's
hydraulic
the
pump number 2
fuel
on. Electrical light.
pumps.
Flight control low pressure.
Here it-
Left takeoff. Left takeoff.
Introducing
off.
fuel.
Left reserve fan off. Anti-collision lights on. Ground power light off. Ground power not available.
Ground power not available. We are now on the Alpha Papa. You know what I'm talking about. Alright. Should be getting ready to do our.
Before start checklist.
Yeah.
Flight
What I
deck door.
thought.
closed and locked. Fuel 11262 kilograms. Checked. Passenger signs. On. MCP. Speed 162. Heading 272. Altitude 32000.
We're going to be
Set.
climbing up to
Takeoff speed.
32,000 today,
B1
folks.
157. BR 158. B2 164. Checked. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Rudder in aileron trim. 3 and 0. Anti-collision lights. On. Before start checklist completed.
I love these outside sounds, don't you guys? What do you think, Brandon? You like the sounds? And I've got it on, like, everything's cranked up on 2020. I mean, the traffic, the ground workers, I got it all cranked up. There's what it sounds like when I go to the back of it. Let's go over to the right side. There's the right side view. Left side view. Oh, I think I've seen a couple at the back of the plane doing the naughty naughty. No, I'm just kidding. And then there's the front view. Alright, so as of now, just so you guys kind of know what's going
Brandon
on.
Armstrong. I love the outside sounds. I just heard a jet fly by.
Yeah, it sounds good, don't it? Before I jump to the runway, we will pause first, officer, because I experienced the other day. I jumped to the runway, which we're not jumping yet. I'm getting ready to do pushback, but I jumped to the runway and it thought I was landing. Changed my settings. It just gave me a major cluster. I didn't say a bad word. I said fluck, like a flock. A fluck and flock. You know what the flock I'm saying? So flock off if you don't like it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's do our pushback. I like the outside sound, so we're going back to this.
Main row 1 column 2 pushback TMDD 737 CDU
There's
comment
the
row
pushback.
degrees 4 0 shots to 5 less than slash extra movement greater.
Right stop 5 and left stop 5.
Carriage return. Microsoft.
Oh, I got to go inside so I can hear him talk to me.
We've been
Whoops.
cleared
Number
to push back and start straight back.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back.
Release parking
Release
brakes.
brakes, please.
Parking brake off. Parking brake on. Parking brake off. Parking brake light off.
Parking brake is off,
Brakes
mofo.
released.
I know it is.
Pushback TF main column 3 of 6. Main window. Home button. Plan page button. Home button. Configuration option. Exit button. Minimize button. Reduce size button. Mid button. Oxygen level 66%. 0 knots ground speed.
Brakes released. Here we go.
1 knots ground speed.
All right,
Reduce size. Mid button. Pressed.
start engines.
Pause button. Mid button. Pressed.
Starting engine
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
This is another sound I really like. We're just moving along, moving
Engine number
along,
2 hydraulic pump low pressure light off.
moving along. We're just moving along. Ladies and gentlemen,
Engine number 2
Mr.
dual valve light closed.
Bishop,
Engine
you
number 2 star
haven't
valve light
answered
closed.
me
Engine number 2 star
again
valve light
yet.
transit. Engine number 2 dual.
I
Engine
don't
number 2
know if
star
you
valve light
got
closed.
busy or if that is your short answer
Number two generator active. Number two
and the
ignition on.
server thing that you said you was going to do. If you can't, like I said, that's fine, but you gotta tell me something, sir. Don't you think? I love them
Number two power off.
sounds, man. They sound so good, don't they? Absolutely phenomenal.
Drive number 2 light off. Engine number 2 auto.
Engine 2 cut out.
Here comes engine 1 on the left side.
Starting engine 1.
Engine number 1 DRD. Light recorder light on. Captain's 50 light off. Left elevator 50 light off. Left alpha main light off. Left tempo light off. Left slash OP.
Sounds, man.
Main row 1 column 2 of 6. Pushback TMDD 737C. Edit red only multi light. Select RTE Lex 1 INTZ 182/9. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0. Engine number 1 dual valve light closed. Engine number 1 star valve light closed. Engine number 1 dual valve light in transit. Engine number 1 0 knots through. 63 degrees. Number 1. Wind 310 3 knots. Pressure 0 knots. Number 1 ignition on.
Liner Delta Whiskey with Sierra request taxi to the active departure to the west.
Oh, yeah.
Freedom Global Niner Delta Whiskey
Number 1 started off.
Taxiway Delta 6 November 13 Mike 11. Contact tower on 123.9 when ready.
All right, that's enough of that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Go back
Taxi
to
number one,
the
Mike.
short
cockpit.
runway 26 left
Engine number
using
one,
Engine one,
taxiway
cut out.
Delta 6 November 1 tree Mike 11 Freedom Global Niner Delta Whiskey.
And now I'm getting ready to slide over to the left of me here a little bit on my desk where I got my Honeycomb Alpha.
All engines stable.
Landing off. Landing on.
Yeah, we
Landing
don't
off.
need landing because we're not landing, right? So
Taxi off.
we do need that
Taxi on.
Taxi on. I gotta program some of these buttons.
Scope off. Scope on.
Oh yeah, we gotta have strobe. Da 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 da. La da. Oh,
Parking brake on. Parking brake light on.
gotta
Brake
set
set.
that parking brake. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you
Alright,
for
steering pin is
flying
disconnected.
with
Watch for the slope release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
Speed trim light on.
CPU
Microwave light on.
message
Generator number 1
displayed.
light on. Flight controls warning light on. IRS warning light on.
CPU
CDU number 1
message
message light on. CDU number 2 message light on. AC bus galley number 1 on. AC bus galley number 2 on. Speed trim failed light off. Mach trim failed light off. Generator number 2 bus light on. Apple
All right, here goes our
Apple generator, light on.
after
Apple select.
start flow.
lead off. Apple lead off.
And once it's done with
Engine number
this,
one on.
it
Engine
will
number two
go
on.
into the
Taxi light on.
checklist.
Dome lights off. Dome lights in.
Just curious because you guys got to remember, I got headset,
Left
my
MC light on.
headset
Right
on
MC
so I can
display.
hear
Left
myself
MC light off. Right
talking.
MC light off.
Verify
CDU number 1
takeoff
message light off.
speed.
CDU number 2 message light off.
Echoing.
Flex 0.
CDU
Transfer mode.
message
Transfer mode.
clear.
ADR. Transfer mode.
Audio
Transfer mode.
sounds
Highway.
good.
Flex and transit light on. Flex 1.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left.
Clear on the right, I'm
Left one.
clear on the left. Clear,
Before taxi
clear.
checklist.
Flex and transit light off. Flex extended light on. Flex 3.
On.
Here we go.
Pro E. Auto.
Flex
Got to
5.
do the yoke
Isolation
test in a
valve.
minute.
Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes. Rejected takeoff. Flight control test.
Okay, here goes our flight control test. Yoke to the left,
Full left.
back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke to the right,
Full right.
back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke straight forward,
Full forward.
to the center, and straight back.
Full back.
The thing is, when I'm done, he doesn't say check. And he doesn't go to the next one. I don't know what's going on with that. I got to hit Control Alt.
Checked. Brake
See?
test.
Very interesting. I got to do Alt check on this too.
Checked. Before taxi checklist completed. From the flight deck, we wanted to welcome you on board and thank you for flying with us this
All right,
evening.
folks.
We're not anticipating any delays and should have you airborne soon. Again, welcome aboard.
That's right. Welcome aboard. Now, what I don't like about the first officer is when he's talking, he takes away keyboard control, so you can't even you can't use the screen reader
XRT Lex 1/HPMDT 737. Main column 3306. Main
he's
window. Mid
talking.
button.
You understand? All right. What we're gonna do here?
Reduce size button. Minimize button. Exit button. Configuration up. Home button. Plan page button. Checklist view button. OFT button. Radio frequencies. The cars begin 11/24. Head red only multi-line. Head letter button. Request. Head low key button. Request. Assign checklist button. Request a flight progress. Show tax options button. Displays the flight operations submenu. Show ground up. Show tax option. Assign checklist button. Request a flight progress report. Show tax options button. Displays the flight
Okay,
operations
we're gonna
submenu.
hit this here.
Assign. Show tax. Show ground. Show tax options button. Displays the flight operations submenu. Show ground options button. Displays the pushback operation. Show tax options button. Press.
This one.
Show ground option. Head airport info button. Pre-flight flow button. Pre-flight check. Before start. Before start. Engine start. Before taxi checklist button. After takeoff flow button. Before takeoff checklist. Previous stage button. Button. Starts button. Instructs the flight button. Terms list button. Flip button. 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 Request the view button. Request the luggage button. Request the catering button. Move the aircraft button. Request the flight drop. Connect button. Pause button.
Ground
Mid
Condor
button.
2045 Heavy requesting
I'm gonna
pushback.
pause when I jump to 26
Condor
right.
2045 Heavy pushback
Microsoft
request.
XRT star untitled notepad row star untitled blank. KMI route. KMIA/26 route. KMIA/26 LN047 KMIA /26L.
26L. Sorry, not
Territory
26
23R
right.
slash blank.
26L.
Main row 1 column 2
So-
main window. Pause button.
I'm gonna pause it and then we'll jump. Okay.
Star untitled Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Main row 1 column. Main window. Pause button. Press.
Pause.
List. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38. Main row 1 star unpacked art restream chat ops 30 foot jump to runway column 3707 runway list airport code edit blank. 8 runways loaded. Runway list 0 AR news 09 12 news 26L news no heading through 267.372 length
Alright, now we're gonna
10,495
jump.
width 100. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38
Yeah.
2.0 altimeter 10 20 30.11 inches. Runway 26L KMI Main row 1, column 2 of 6. Main window, pause button. Pressed. Left retractable landing light extend. Left retractable landing light on. Right retractable landing light extend.
Okay.
Connect button. Request the luggage truck. Right runway turn off light on. Button. Request the catering truck. Button. Move the aircraft to the last safe location. Button. Request a button. Notifies the flight attendants that there will be a delay. Button. Request a gate change. Button. Place the safety. Button. Turn to the seatbelt sign
Before
on.
takeoff,
Button. Place the safety
checklist.
message. You must be on the ground.
Flaps. Sit. Stabilization trim.
Flaps 5.
Sit. Transponder. Sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
That's right, cabin. Prepare.
Notified. Before takeoff, checklist completed.
Button. Place the safety message. You must be on the
All
ground.
right. Here goes safety message.
Pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point. Attitude down 1. Parking brake off. Parking brake on. Parking brake off. Parking brake light off.
To inform you the aircraft doors have been closed. In order
Auto
to
throttle servos on. Right flight director light on. Right FD master on.
passengers must
Here we
be
go.
seated with your seatbelts fastened. All luggage must be stored in the overhead
Cross that.
bin or under the
Check.
seat in front of you. The cabin crew will be passing through to make their final safety checks
25
before
knots.
pushback. Thank you and welcome aboard.
40 knots.
Speed alive. Check.
Speed's alive.
54 knots.
Got my other mic on so y'all can hear me.
69 knots.
80
Auto throttle servos
knots.
on.
Check.
83 knots. 96 knots.
10,
109 knots. 121 knots. 132 knots. 143 knots. 152 knots.
Rotate.
162 knots.
Up 1. Up 2. Up 3. Up 4. Up 5. Up 6. Up
170
7. Up 8.
knots.
Up 7.
Airborne.
Positive rate of climb.
178 knots.
Gear up.
Up 10. Up 11. Up 12. Gear 11.
Gear up.
Low gear in transit. Up 13. Up 14. Up 15. Up 14. Con 1. 120.5.
So smooth.
Right FD master off. Right FD master light off. Nose up 13. 3.12. 3.15. 3.17. 3.2. 3.24. 3.12.
Miami, 300 feet.
Speed intervene.
No
Up
nav
11.
on.
Request clearance to
Nav
transition.
on.
3.35.
Auto
3.38.
pilot.
3.41. 3.43. Up 10.
Command A on.
3.59, 3.10, 2, 3. Up attitude mode disabled. 3.82, 3.83, 3.84, 3.89, 3.91, 3.94, 4.1, 4.11, 4.16, 4.1. Attitude up 1, 4.2, up 17.
4.2 Freedom Global
4.2.
Niner,
Attitude mode
Delta
disabled.
Whiskey.
Read trim disabled. Snow 2516.
There we go.
N1 light on. Auto throttle servos on. N1 light on.
Tell me that wasn't a nice takeoff, you guys. Tell me. Tell me that wasn't beautiful. That was beautiful.
Cleared
Thank
through the Bravo
you.
airspace,
MCP heading
Freedom
270
Global
km,
9
2,000 feet.
Delta Whiskey.
LNAV is active.
MCP altitude 32,000 feet VNAV.
Altitude's activated with VNAV, LNAV. Everything is looking beautiful.
Gear up. Dot. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Hold on, you guys. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Flaps 1.
Oh, yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Hold tight. Hold on, Jordan, I'm coming. Just hang tight there a minute, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Still got my headset on when my son's here, so. Go.
4,000 feet. Engine number 1 auto. Engine number 2 auto. Auto brake off. Gear lever off.
After takeoff checklist. Engine start switches. Off. Packs.
Freedom Global
On.
Niner, Delta Whiskey
Auto
contact
brakes.
Miami approach on
Off.
128.6.
Landing gear.
Good day.
Up and off. Flaps.
128.6 Freedom Global Niner Delta Whiskey.
5,000 feet.
Goodbye.
Con 1.
Miami
128.60.
approach Freedom Global Niner Delta Whiskey 5,100 feet.
Flaps.
Freedom Global Niner, Delta Whiskey, Miami approach altimeter 30.10 radar contact. Continue. Airbus 0 X-ray Mike, you are 12
Flaps.
miles northwest. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 27 right approach.
6,000 feet.
Flaps.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 27 right approach Airbus 0 X-ray Mike.
Flaps. Flaps.
7,000 feet.
Flaps. Flaps.
Eight thousand feet.
Flaps.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey,
Flaps.
you're leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Bring the flaps all the way in. Hold on, guys.
Squawk 1200.
I'll fix
Flaps.
it.
Frequency change approved. Freedom
Flaps one.
Global
9,000
9er
feet.
Delta Whiskey.
Oh,
Com 1.
After
120
takeoff
feet.
checklist
Center
Flaps
Freedom
1.
Global 9er Delta Whiskey.
Okay, there we
is
go.
type
Flaps
Boeing
light on. Flaps extended light on. Flaps 1.
737 miles west of X-ray 469,100 feet. Request
Right
flight
hand door light off. Right
I'll
hand
be
door
with you
light off.
guys in
Zero.
just a few
Flaps
minutes.
extended
Just
light off.
hang tight.
Global 9er Delta Whiskey Miami Center. Squawk 4614.
Squawk 4614 Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey.
Squawk 4614.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey radar contact 7 miles northwest of X-ray 469,600 feet. Altimeter 30.10.
Roger, Freedom Global
10,000
9er
feet.
Delta Whiskey.
passing 10,000 feet.
Left retractable landing light extend. Left retractable landing light retract. Right retractable landing light extend. Right retractable landing light retract. Left fixed landing light off. Right fixed landing light off. Landing off. Left runway turn off light off. Right runway turn off light off. Taxi light off. Wind lights off. Wind off. Logo lights off. Logo off.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey contact Miami Center on 132.4. Good day.
1 tree 2 decimal for Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey. Goodbye.
Com 1.
Miami
132.40.
Center Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey 10,700 feet.
Okay, I'm back with you guys.
Freedom
Hold on.
Global 9er Delta Whiskey Miami Center altimeter 30.09er radar contact. Continue. Miami Center Spirit Wings 227 Heavy is at 7,000 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Okay, so the reason that he kept saying flaps because it was at 1 and he didn't bring them all the way up, and usually that's because of speed, and that happens sometimes just because of wind. If it's windy or whatever, sometimes speed's not where it needs to be,
333 knots indicated. 11,000 feet. 10,999 feet.
and we're really cutting some wind
142
now.
feet per minute. Main row 1 column star untitled book back RT Lex 1/7 RT 344 degrees 16.9 nm. RT 344 degrees 15.0 nm.
Okay, we're on track here.
RT Lex 344 degrees 15.0 nm.
344
Heading
degrees.
340 feet.
And we're at 343 degrees, so that's good.
1. Zone 335/5008.
5,000 or above.
11,528 ASL. 301. 392. AQRCN 335/16,301. Zone 335/5008. 344 degrees 15.0 nm. 1. Zone 335/5008. 319 degrees 9.3 nm. 1. Zone 300. West mode. Clear scratch with headed wind.
Now what I do is I will
12,000 feet. Clear scratch with headed red on 341. Zone 335/5008. 319 degrees 92. AQRCN 335/16,300.
Good day.
CDU number 1. CDU FRT 344 degrees 10.5 nm. 1. Zone slash 5,008.
Approach on 119.45. Good
now
day.
if I wanted to, I could bypass this waypoint by doing
Going
this,
to 1
and he
tree
would
2
turn
319 degrees 9.3
Freedom
nm.
Global
AQRCN
9er
slash.
Delta Whiskey.
and go ahead and turn and go
Come on,
right
132.
to
2.45.
Center Freedom
Perkin.
Global 9er
302.
Delta
AQRCN
Whiskey
slash.
12,700 feet.
CDU number 1 execute key. CDU number 1 FRT 331 degrees 17.11. AQRCN slash.
30.09er radar contact.
FRT 331 degrees 16.5 nm. 1. AQRCN slash.
So there that is.
331 degrees 16.5 at RTE Lex 1 slash 7 331 degrees 16.5 NM. 1. HURCN slash 328 degrees 41.5 NM. 2. Log slash. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight
Brandon, are
Simulator.
you still with me or did you dip out?
13,861 feet ASL. 14,090 feet per minute.
Climbing at 1490 feet per minute.
MCP altitude 32,000 feet nav.
Cruising altitude is going to be 32,000 feet. The problem that I've been having is the VNAV shuts off, and when it does, I'm not connected to ILS, and then it just comes in hard. It don't. I don't. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Oh. Actually, you know what? We might, I was reading the emails that I received
Brandon Armstrong.
this morning,
I am definitely still here.
and I wonder, I think,
Folder view list. Talk and flight monitor available for Microsoft at RT main column 3 star untitled book screen chat column 2 506. Ops 30.2 point Microsoft Flight Simulate Microsoft Flight Folder view list. Talk and flight monitor PMA tank PMA gold wave PMA of Google Chrome 4. Untitled
hold
Google
on
Chrome.
one
Google document.
minute.
Toolbar. The present search bar has autocomplete. Mass app secure. Selection removed. Walkie audio selected. Walkie audio. Heading level 1. This site can't be reached. Walkie audio. Heading level 1. This site can't be reached.
Wait, what was that? I gotta see what that website was. Hold on. Let me check something.
16,000 feet.
Oh, I hate when it does this. This is so annoying. I wonder. No. Okay. So I wonder.
Toolbar. The present search bar has deselected. TM monitor.com LM selected. KM selected. 17 IKIN. Talcon monitor. Talcon M.
No.
Which dot the monitor LM KM selection removed. Post OM selected. Talkie audio selected. Talkie audio. Talkie audio. Talkie document. Support the equal justice in graphic clickable. Link learn more. User room name edit blank. Start the chat button. List with 3 items advertisement frame. Start the chat button. Talkie 1 talkie features in your app. Check 1 talkie feature graphic heading left talkie is truly simple. Link learn more about combo video selected. Speaker. Clickable test speaker. Combo box unavailable. Clickable test speaker. Combo box unavailable. Left camera. Button camera. Microphone. Button join call. Alt in microphone. Button microphone. Button join call. Microphone. Permission requested. Talkie audio 1 2. User close button. Allow button 1 of 2. Talkie is page is accessing your mic. Button join call. Microphone. Combo button join call. Insert advertisement out of frame. Button join call. Button chat.
Okay. That's all.
Heading level 1 join in room. Button chat. Insert advertisement frame out of frame. Button talking out of frame. Clickable. Link help operator. List with 4 items and toggle sounds. Let's close up your ship. R restart. Left arrow. List all each checkbox not checked. Button share screen. Button. Button. Your name. Click to edit. Edit. 18. Talkie document blank.
Hold
Your
on,
name.
you guys. I'm doing something
Button.
here.
Button. Button. Your name. Click to edit. Edit. Comment. Button leave. Anyone may join. Button lock. Button invite. Button lock.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Button invite. Button unlock. Button invite. Button unlock. Button copy link. Button unlock. Room lock. 4360. Link button leave. Your name. Button. 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 Share screen button. Screen check. Multi-selfie mode checkbox button. Help link. Feedback link. Chat button. Advertisement frame. Advertisement. Your online platform. Link talks link insert. Sign up link. Link talks insert. Button inserted. Toolbar. This page is at the present. Search with bookmark. Top. Copy link button. Graphic clickable. 1 copy features in your app. With up to 30 are graphic clickable.
Okay. I am going to do something real
Folder view
quick.
list. Google Chrome. Explorer. Talkie Google Chrome row 1 Microsoft Edge main row 2 column star untitled notepad 3 screen chat column 3 set ops 30.2 blue tab Google Chrome row 1 column 1 blue tab Google Chrome toolbar. Google.com search from Google ILS.com COM mail graphic Google
Just
works
give me
blank.
1 second here. Bear
Clickable
with
rain
me
app.
a minute.
Clickable stick using mail screen
Brandon,
user
I'm
select
going to be
link.
sending you a
Enter landmark
new
name mail visited link.
email.
Search mail search landmark search mail
I
button.
want
Status active
you
button.
to join a
Clickable
topic
support menu
that
button.
I'm
Clickable
about
settings.
to
Try my
have.
button. Google Apps button collapsed. Google account. EBI navigation landmark clickable mail 45,296 compose button.
Liner Delta Whiskey contact Miami Center on 134.75.
Clickable inbox 40 compose button.
Good
Blank.
day.
Clickable skip to consent blank. Clickable skip using mail screen meter select. Enter landmark. Mail visited link. System net close task name with bookmark reopen new tab maximize X.
Goodbye.
Inbox 40 search mail search landmark. Advanced search
Miami
status
Center
active. Clickable
Freedom
clickable settings
Global
menu button. Try
Delta
button.
Whiskey
Google Apps
Flight
button collapsed.
Level
Google account.
195.
Navigation land compose button. Compose new message dialog. New message region table. Add easier recipient. List Brandon Armstrong. Brandon Armstrong Armstrong. Compose grab save dialog. Subject edit subject blank. Table row 1 column 1. HTTPS blank.
Okay.
Send CTR lender. Sending. Alert cancel. Alert 2. Sending. Sending. Cancel. Message sent. A new message. Inbox.
All right,
45,296.
Brandon, I sent you a link.
Message sent. New message. Inbox. 45,296. Microsoft Flight Simulator
Come and
1.38.2.0.
join me. I'll adjust audio as needed when you get connected. Make sure
Talkie Google Chrome row 1 column 2 207.
I should
Copy
be
document.
good on
Graphic
this end. Just get connected. Make sure you
Brain
have your
insert
mic
button.
on, and
Insert button.
I'll take care of
Brain
my
1 copy
end.
the with the 30 participants. Graphic clickable. Button copy link. Graphic button copy button unlock. Room lock. 40 link button leave. Your name. Click to edit job button. Button. Button share screen. Checkbox not checked. Multi-talkie mode. Checkbox not checked.
I don't know what walkie-talkie mode is. Walkie-talkie. I think it probably gives you a hotkey or something.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight
Anyway,
Simulator
as
1.
we're waiting on
20,823
Mr.
VASL.
Brandon Armstrong,
20,860 VASL.
we are at 20,000 feet right now. And,
21,000 feet.
yeah. Let's see.
Going to 127.2 Freedom Global Niner, Delta Whiskey.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Con 1.
Miami
127.20.
Center, Freedom Global Niner,
Actually, you
Delta
know
Whiskey
what?
Flight Level 210.
Something definitely
Miami Center radar contact continue.
changed my mic audio, that's for sure. All right, Brandon.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so you can hear me okay then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Very good. This works out. And then what I can do,
Talkie Google Chrome row 1 column 2 207. Talkie talk.
Because
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator
I feel
1.3.
that my sim is about as loud as you, so what I'm going to do is turn down this sim a little bit.
Start window. Search window. Level 1 sound mixer.
Yeah.
Settings.
That way,
Settings window. System moving. Volume moving. Adjust the output volume slider. Output device group. Input device group. Input device combo box line in. Real tabs group. List. System sounds button. RTELX 1 slash 7 PMDG 737 CD.
What?
I was just monitoring the stream on my net.
Digital in. Sound. RTELX 1 slash digital in.
Is
Sound
my
message.
audio too
22,000.
low?
Google Chrome button. Line in. Real tab.
No,
Microsoft Flight Simulator button. Left 6 of 9. Expanded. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Adjust the output volume slider 100. 99. 60. 59. 52. 51. 50. 49.
Oh, yeah,
41.
from where you, okay.
40. 30. 30. 37. 30. 30. 40. 41. 40.
I think
That's
right
good.
there is a good volume right there. I think.
Computer,
Which,
volume down.
it always does that. When you start using other stuff, it wants to adjust volume for you. And I
Of course
just
it
wish it'd
does.
leave it alone and let me do my own daggone volume. You know what I'm saying? Whoa.
Whoa.
That was a little loud, my friend.
Yes.
So,
Settings.
being
Output device combo box speakers. Razor Bear Q-X. Collapse. Microsoft Flight Simulator grouping. Adjust the output volume slider for new app button.
Did I
Microsoft
forgot
Flight Simulator
you?
button expanded 6 of 9. Collapsed. Line in. Realtek. R audio. Line in. Adjust the output volume slider 100. New line in. Real Google Chrome button. Collapsed. Google. Adjust the output volume slider 100. New app Google Chrome button. Digital in. Sound Blaster Z. Digital. Adjust the output volume slider 100. New app digital in. Act RTELX. Act Art. Adjust the output volume slider 100. New app Act RTELX. System sounds button. System 23,000 feet. Adjust the output volume slider 100. New app button. System sounds button. Collapse 1 of 9.
I hate that it even
Act
messes
RTELX 1 slash digital in.
with-
Sound Google Chrome button. Line in. Realtek.
Come on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Restream chat button. Collapse 9. Ops 30.2.3 profile on NVDA application. As UI access button. Collapse 7 of NVDA. Adjust the output volume slider 100.
Okay, so that's as good as
Microsoft Flight
getting
Simulator
right now.
1.38.2.
Alright. So, you can hear me, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and you're good on your end? You're not having no trouble?
Nope. None at all.
Okay. First of all, we'll start with this topic because it's probably going to be the least topic that we talk about tonight. And that's going to be 2024. Someone wanted to know what my opinion was. Someone wanted to know what your opinion was. So we'll just, this is just where we'll go with it. I'll give my opinion. And again, that doesn't mean I'm cracking it. Doesn't mean Brandon's cracking it. Whether he gets a good opinion, bad opinion, whatever it is, this is not to degrade something. By no means. I can understand
24,000 feet.
why some people are waiting. Because, for example, they took away the AI pilot. Gone. Do I think that they did that because they don't want to use it at all? No. I think they took it away for now because they're focusing on other mainstream situations. Brandon, on that part of it, what do you think?
I think they took the AI out to maybe also to fine tune some of the things in it to make sure it's, better than what it was. 'Cause, I mean, let's just remember what happened when 2020 came out. We had AI,
It was a
but
train
remember
wreck.
how it would crash
Going to 1 tree,
and do all sorts of
4.5
odd
Freedom
things.
Global Niner Delta Whiskey.
Yeah.
Com 1,
Yeah.
134.55.
Center, Freedom Global
Dude, this is
Niner,
cool that
Delta
we can
Whiskey
do it like
Flight
this,
Level
because now it's back
245.
like before when we would fly together. It's like we're on the same level here. This is cool.
Yeah.
I think that.
Which I'm going to be flying here soon, folks. Don't
yes,
worry. So.
Yes, he is, 100%.
25,000 feet.
We got to remember that when 2020 came out, in the beginning, I'll tell you right now, me and Brandon both in the beginning said we're not using that crap. We both said it, 100%.
Well, there were a lot of other people that said the same thing because they had some weird issues
Yeah, well,
with
if you're,
disappearing airports.
yeah, and I know that my very good friend George had done some testing with it. Remember, and he had done like a 3-hour flight, three or 4 hour. It was a long flight, and he gets to the airport. All of a sudden,
disappears.
It just disappears, and he's still across the ocean. Like, what just happened here? But I remember that me and Declan had said in the beginning too
26,000 feet.
that there was going to be issues, and that that there was probably going to be things that didn't. The accessibility was going to be very, very minimal. And
Yeah.
it was in the beginning. I don't care what anybody says. They can say no, accessibility was there. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't
2020
polished.
was definitely not accessible enough to just jump in and go.
No.
It had issues. It needed some waxing. And I'm going to say this about it.
Excuse me, folks. I hate to hurt Johnny's feelings. I gotta get a big red here to drink.
Oh, you are asking for you're asking for a noogie.
27,000 feet.
They have came a long ways. I mean, with the PMDG, I am flying in 2020 like I would have been flying in P3D.
Yeah.
Now, granted, in P3D, I could fly any airplane, and if I could find it, I could fly it. But there's some big differences, though. There's a big difference between payware and freeware. And I remember having a debate with somebody in an email about this very same topic about a year ago. Because they claim that it's no different. That the payware acts no
there's a
different
big
than the freeware.
difference.
28,000
And
feet.
let me tell you, my friend, I'll still tell you today, I'll tell you tomorrow, I'll tell you whenever, you are wrong. There is a big
I haven't
difference.
flown these planes yet, but given what I've seen, there's a huge difference. It's like night and day difference.
Oh yeah, and with the PMDG, there's look at everything you can do with it. Now the only thing that's a little disappointing to me is the one program that is not very accessible is the GSX, where you can get
29,000 feet.
you know how GSX had passengers and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can still use it, but I guess it still puts it on the bar at the top, and you can't get to it.
That is disappointing.
Now that's been months since I've tried it again, and I'm not going to dive into that black hole. But
Well, we all know what happened when you tried. You know, I remember you had all sorts of issues where it wouldn't work, it wouldn't do checklists.
well,
Yeah, it was bad.
I can tell you that with the passenger programs that are out
30,000
there,
feet.
there's some good ones out there, but it's given me enough feedback to where I'm slowly working on my own flight simulator passenger program. And it's not going fast. I mean, I've got the interface and that's it. Just because
Yeah.
I'm focusing on doing other things and all that. But, because you know what? This is what people want. They want a passenger program that's going to simulate people getting on the plane. Even people talking if need to be. And then also having conditions. Passenger gets sick, so This passenger ain't doing good. We need to land. Stuff like that. To where it
31,000 feet.
makes you pick what you're going to do about it. You're going to let the passenger stay sick, possibly become so critical that they die, or are you going to go to an airport that's close by? Because you can.
Or if you're using something like FS Passengers, like I did a long time ago with It's Your Plane, like I remember there was one time I used the trial version of it. Long story short, one of the doors didn't close
Microsoft Flight
properly.
Simulator.
I took off,
31,460.
get up
168
to
feet per minute.
about 10,000 or more
291 knots
feet,
indicated.
and the
Oh,
flight attendant comes back and says, "Hey, we need to go to a lower altitude. One of our passengers has died. Like they literally died
Oh
because
my
of the lack
gosh.
of oxygen."
wow.
From the flight deck, we've
And then
reached our
apparently one
cruising
got
altitude.
sucked out of the
We hope you
plane.
enjoyed today's flight. We'll certainly do our best up here to make it as enjoyable as possible.
I
When
was
the
like,
seatbelt
that
sign
would
is
never
off,
happen in
you're free to
real
get
life.
up and move about
Right.
the cabin. However,
Right.
when seated, please
See,
keep
right
your
number
now,
one,
while
seatbelt
this
that's
fastened.
guy
This
is
turn
talking,
will be
guys,
secure
I
at any
can't
time.
even.
Thanks again and welcome aboard.
I can't.
Seatbelt selector off.
They need to change it on first officer for when he's talking. He basically takes away your keyboard while he's talking. That's not good.
The
No.
captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You're free to get up and use the
And it's
lavatory.
only when
However,
he's
we
doing the
ask that
message.
you do not form a line at the front of the aircraft.
But anyway, yeah, I
1 Freedom
I like
Global, Niner,
realism
Delta
as much as
Whiskey.
possible. That's why I like flying
Com
the
1,
PMG.
133.32.
Center, Freedom Global Niner, Delta
Um,
Whiskey Flight Level Tree
To be
20.
honest with you, I don't mind flying the other airplanes. I don't mind. But you basically set up the flight, and then when you turn on your AI pilot to fly, sit back and enjoy the flight. And so it gets boring, right? It gets boring because you don't have to do nothing. You just sit there.
I wish I had a PNDG that I could do a long haul oceanic flight with, because I enjoy doing those.
Well, just hold your thumbs together on that because you might have one.
Okay.
Once I get things sorted out, I'm definitely going to be getting one, and if possible, I don't know I need to look and see what the cost is, but I need to see if it's able to be flown, what are the conditions to see if it's worth buying yet, or if, do we wait?
Yeah.
But with that said, though, you can still get, in 2020, you can still fly the bigger airplanes. You just have AI doing it, but if you got TFM, at least you can still see.
At least I can track my progress
you
and
can
where
see
I'm
your
at.
altitude and your speed, and you can, the temperature, stuff like that. So,
Right.
and that's where I was going with it. Yeah, it's AI flying, but it's no different than what a pilot does. I mean, a pilot, once they get up in the air and they go to autopilot, they basically are sitting there observing. That's it.
Yep.
I I remember when I flew to Greenville, North Carolina. I remember I told a lady we had just took off, and I think we had just got to cruising altitude, and I was telling her how I fly in a sim, and she said, "Oh, that's interesting." I said, "Yeah." I said, "But," I said, like right now, that pilot sitting up there in that seat, we're probably on autopilot, and he's doing nothing right now. I said,
Yeah.
"Did you know that?" And she said, "No." She said, "You're telling me he's not flying?" I said, "No. He's sitting back just like we are, only he's watching watching and monitoring." And she was absolutely amazed by it. You wouldn't believe how many people really don't know that.
Yeah, they don't even think about that.
It's just like when you take a Greyhound full of people. All them people get on the bus, and what do? They're on the bus for one thing, and that's the ride, right? They don't think about what the driver's doing. They don't even know what the driver's doing until something happens. That's why people freak out. If they knew what was going on the whole time, it wouldn't necessarily be a freak out every time one little thing happens. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, and it's so funny because I don't know if you've ever found yourself doing this, but when I get on planes, since I've been simming and stuff.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like,
oh, you ain't said it yet.
No.
Go ahead.
it's like when the pilot does the flaps and everything, I find myself thinking in my head, flaps 5, all the stuff that pilots do because I've been doing it in the sim. So it's
Right.
like, you ever find yourself doing that? Like if you're on a real flight,
Dude,
like you're going, okay,
so
flaps
many
set to
times.
5.
So many times. I've been so fortunate when flying that out of every time that I've flown, I was put in first class all but maybe twice.
How in the heck do you luck out on that?
It's
I need to
just-
start
it's-
flying with you.
It's something about having a service dog, and people go nuts when you got a service dog. And they just,
Maybe I'll just start flying with you.
yeah, right? Say, John, you got your service dog yet? No, not yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
John, you got your service dog yet? Yeah, I do. Well, as a matter of fact, John, I want to fly to, I want to fly
Yeah.
to Florida. Do you want to go on vacation? They say, hey, Brandon, why did you take Johnny? Because it's his dog. His dog got his. No, they would give me first class because it was more room for my dog to lay down.
Right.
You got more room at your feet. And
Yeah.
the one time I actually went to a regular seat, but a person kept bothering my dog, and she was trying to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Bless her little heart. And the dude almost got bit. Like, I don't care if it's service dog or not, you don't reach down and pet a dog, especially in conditions where it's nervous.
No.
And Sarah was not an aggressive dog by no means.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
She was far from it. Like, she was the furthest from aggression I've ever seen.
Yeah, such a good dog. I miss her to death. But most of my flights, as I'm flying, I'm sitting there running that stuff through my head, what he's doing up there.
Yeah, I do it all the time, and it's like, man.
It's just like when you get close to the airport and it comes on and says, okay, folks, we got about 40 minutes and we'll be landing. Around that same time, he's going to be connected to ILS at some point.
Oh, absolutely. Running through his landing checklist.
Yeah.
Or descent checklist. Excuse me.
You can almost tell when a pilot's got connected to ILS because you can tell by the way the descent happens.
Yep.
Like it'll go down a little bit and then it levels out. And
Yep.
a few times it'll stop kind of fast to level out and slow down, not stop, but slow down. And
I gotta say, when you slow down like that in a plane, it feels really weird. Like it feels like you're almost braking like you would in a car. It's like, like
yeah, like you're gonna go out of your seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really especially when they stop fast. It feels like they're hitting the brakes real hard in the car.
Yeah.
It does feel just like that.
But it's so funny when they slow down because you can hear the engines. It's like you can tell when you're slowing down because you can hear that little. I think it's a fan in the engines that does that when they slow down.
Hold on, stand by 1 second.
Gotta love when you get text on a live stream, folks.
Go ahead and call me real quick. When I get this call, you can talk to him for a second about something. I don't know. It won't be long. It's my daughter. But okay. I don't know. Talk to him about something.
All right. So, yeah, when you slow down on an aircraft, it definitely feels like a car. He's right about that. I've flown on many planes. I've flown on 737s, Airbus, A320s, Bombardier jets, which I'm not a fan of flying on those because they're very small and cramped. And I just, I don't like that, smaller aircraft to fly on.
Com 1, 134.4.
Yes, I know George loves flying on the Airbus, so yeah.
Left center fuel pump off. Center left fuel pump off. Right center fuel pump off. Center right fuel pump off.
No, I'm just joking. So yeah.
32,002 feet ASL.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey.
Distance to descent 598
The last
slash
time I
041
flew on
1910.
a bombardier jet, we had a weird
Total fuel
incident.
18,221.5 pounds. 2,719.9 gallons. Total fuel flow 6328.
When I was flying to
Freedom Global 9er Delta
Erie,
Whiskey.
Pennsylvania, and I was in
Goodbye.
Chicago,
Com 1, 127.80.
Center, Freedom
and
Global
we were
9er,
waiting.
Delta Whiskey flight level
You know, I
320.
just boarded the plane, and I didn't hear anything. I was like, what's going on? No APU, no nothing. So the flight attendant comes back and says, oh, we're sorry, we're going to have to go get what's called an air start cart, which basically is a cart that has hoses and things. It hooks up to the plane, and it basically blows air into the jet engines to make them start properly. So we actually had to do that. I think the delay was like 30 minutes before we could get taken off, because they had to literally get a cart and hook it up to the aircraft and, you know, get the air flowing so they could spool up and start the engines, or the APU at least, so that they could get the engines started.
Jacksonville Center Frontier Flight
And it was bad, because that plane was so hot when there was nothing running. Like, it was miserable. It was about 90 plus degrees outside, and it was so bad. You know, we waited so long, the flight attendants had to pass out water. And that was on a bombardier jet, and that's why I don't like flying on those planes. They're very small, they're uncomfortable. You're very close to passengers, and I just, honestly, if I'm on a flight, I like to have a little bit of room. I don't like being that close. So there you go, folks, my bombardier jet story. And for the record, I don't like flying those in the sim either, because I've never had luck landing them. I can take off just fine, but not land them.
Okay. I am back. After I fixed my...
So I was just telling a story about what happened to me on a smaller jet when I was in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Which
when
time?
I was going to Erie, Pennsylvania, and we had
Microsoft Flight
basically an
Simulator 1.3.
auxiliary power unit that didn't work on
Folder
the
view list. Google Chrome
bombardier
4.
jet.
Start window. Search window. Search box edit. Search for apps. Settings. And sound mixer up. Settings.
I'm gonna fix
Settings
my
window.
mic
System
right
movement. Volume
here.
movement. Adjust the output volume slider
I
100.
know it went down, and it's not...
Output device grouping. Output device combo box speakers. Razor Air 2X. Collapse. Volume grouping. New volume. System search box. John S. back button. Give feedback. Grouping. Apps grouping. Reset sound devices and volumes for all list. System sounds button. Collapse 1 of 10.
Sound
System
bad
grouping.
to
Input
me.
device grouping. Input device combo box line in. Real tech. R audio. Apps grouping. List. System grouping. Input device grouping. Input device combo box line in. Real tech. R
No.
apps grouping. List. System sounds button. System sounds grouping. New app button. Adjust the output volume slider 100. Reset sound devices and volumes for all apps to the recommended defaults grouping. Reset
I
button.
think it's just on my end.
Settings.
Um,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
real
You ever have
quick,
any stories like that where
32,000
you
feet
had to like get
288
delayed
knots
because
indicated.
something on the aircraft wasn't working, like a power unit or an engine or...
Oh, I got a story for you here in just a second. So real quick, you guys,
32,001 feet ASL.
we are at cruise altitude, and
Minus 53 degrees.
it's minus 53 degrees, and I'm just curious if my first officer actually turned on anti-ice.
Copy Google Chrome 01 column 2207.
He did.
Copy document. Microsoft ACT RT main row 2 column 1407.
I don't
Main
think
window
he did
button.
either.
Place a safety message. You must be on the ground.
Let's
Button. Terms
look
list button.
and
Button.
see.
Previous page button. Before takeoff. Secure checklist. Secure flow button. Shutdown check. Shutdown flow after landing check. Approach. Descent.
I didn't
After
hear
take.
him
Header
say
button. Show ground
anti-ice
options button.
on.
Display. Show tax options button. Display. Assign checklist button. Request head low sheet button. Request head letter button. Request head red only multi-line blank. Show ground options button. Display the pushback operation sub menu. Head airport info button. Request the airport info after takeoff checklist button.
I wonder, did he do his after takeoff checklist?
Head airport after takeoff checklist button.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did, because I had to come in here and hit the flaps.
Head
Didn't
airport.
I?
Yeah,
Show ground
'cause he
options button.
kept
Show
saying
assign head low sheet button.
flaps,
Head letter button.
flaps.
Head red only.
I was
Climb
like,
detected.
what
Radio
in the
frequencies.
world?
OFT button. Checklist view button. Plan page button. Home button. Configuration option. Exit button. Minimize button. Reduce size button. Mid button.
Okay, let me tell him to get my
Pressed.
anti-ice on.
Wing anti-ice on. Left anti-ice valve open. Right anti. Engine number 2 anti-ice on.
Set.
Mid button. Pause button. Mid button. Pressed.
Yeah, it wasn't on. I'll have to go into the file and fix that. I mean, granted, it doesn't really affect my flight much, but it does at the same time. It can affect your fuel,
Main.
Yeah.
because your engines are they're gonna burn. You know, they're gonna push.
They're going to
Main.
burn more and work
Reduce size button.
harder.
Yeah.
Minimize button. Exit button. Configure. Home button. Plan page button. Copy Google Chrome 01 column 2207. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Sim.
So descent will be
Distance to descent 561/0:11434.
not long, hour and 14 minutes, and that'd go by pretty quick with us sitting here talking. It'd be no time. We'll
They
be doing
should
it.
seriously rename that to Johnny's Airport or something, because you like to fly there a lot. So
Well, the reason I'm flying here tonight is I know this airport. I know what it should be, and I know the way
so you're
to
testing
land
because of the ILS.
because of ILS, yeah. Because I feel like it's not. I don't know. Something's off. I feel like there's something that's off, and once I get close to descent, what I'll do is let you go. That way you can actually listen, so you can hear what's going on as well.
Yeah.
And kind of help, observe that. So
Yeah.
once I get close to 20,000, we'll end this little we're not the whole live stream, but
We'll end our part of it where I'm on with you.
yeah. There you go. So let me tell y'all a story about a way flying can make you feel like your bowels are about to pass. Like you're about to lose your bladder and your bladder and something else is the matter. So every time that I have flown out of Louisville, Kentucky, it was always with American Airlines. Now, American Airlines also uses another company called
The Federal Penpal.
Eagle.
Hello.
Eagle. And there's our Federal Pimple, as the screen reader says, even though it's Pen Pal.
Wow.
Anyway, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Anyway, so I've always flown on American Airlines because it was more affordable.
Right.
And one of the companies that kind of third contracts them is Eagle Airlines. Number one, I hate the Eagle Airline airplanes. I think they suck. They are not comfortable. You have no elbow space when you are sitting beside someone else.
Yep.
It's not going to be necessarily a comfortable flight. It's going to be
My guess it had to be a Bombardier, right?
I believe so, yeah. And
yeah, I hate
so,
those planes. I think they suck.
They're so skinny. They're skinny
They are.
And they're jammed.
They're
pack
very,
you in.
very narrow.
So, future reference, I will not be flying with them. I will pay the difference and fly with something a little bit better, for sure.
Well, unfortunately, if you were to fly this way, that's what you'd have to take, which sucks.
No, I could fly with Delta.
Oh, okay. I didn't figure Delta came into this area.
Yeah, they do. Delta goes out there. They go to California. They go to Florida.
Okay.
One of their planes, I think, even does flights to Hawaii.
Wow.
I believe. Don't hold me to that. Anyways, I flew to Greenville. It was a good flight. Now, the first flight that was a little bit shaky was we had turbulence so bad. So basically, you go from Louisville and then you'll land in Charlotte, and then they would do another flight from Charlotte to Greenville.
Goodbye.
And
Comma,
landed in
135.32.
Charlotte.
Freedom Global Niner,
On the
Delta
way to
Whiskey
Greenville,
Flight
we
Level
had
320.
turbulence so bad
Mm-hmm.
that even the flight attendants were told to stay in their seat.
Yeah.
Now, when a pilot comes over a speaker and informs flight attendants to stay seated as well, that's a little nerve-wracking to me.
Yeah, that would be nerve-wracking.
But it wasn't because there was something wrong with the plane. It was just because the turbulence was so bad that it was just a very bouncy, kind of unstable flight. So that was my first thing I ever dealt with. Then the big egg came.
Yeah, this is why I call this shortcut Charlotte.
So I went to Greenville, boarded my airplane, then from Greenville went to Charlotte. That was fine. Got some food at Charlotte. That sucked. It was even a restaurant inside the airport. It was Burger King.
Oh, jeez.
Their food sucked. It wasn't even as good as Burger King. Like, it tasted burnt. Right?
Ew.
So that sucked by itself. And you don't pay the same price. You go to Burger King down the road.
No,
you're going to pay more.
You're
at the
going to
airport.
pay higher in the airport.
Yeah. So get on the airplane. We're on our way to Louisville. Everything seems good. I'm in a window seat. I got the seat by myself. I'm recording some stuff. I wish I'd have recorded that specific event. But sitting there, and all of a sudden, I could smell this weird rubber smell. And it started to get stronger. And it smelled like literally rubber. Burning rubber.
Burning wire?
No, like rubber.
Yeah.
And then it got where there was a small amount of smoke that actually got in the air. And those of us that was in the back, we breathed that in a little bit. And then the pilot comes on and says, we got to make an emergency landing. We are at Louisville, but we're going to have to land as soon as we get to the airport. Immediately.
Yeah.
The Federal Penpal. I always fly Spirat.
He took us from 20,000 feet down to that runway, like, quick. I'm going to say within minutes, that pilot had us on the ground, but he landed at the very edge of the airport. So we was way out there from the gates, like a mile and a half. Mile and a half, 2 miles, something like that. It was a long distance. I think it was exactly a little over a mile.
Yeah, I think he said it was, because I remember you called me after it happened when you got back. I think he said it was over a mile out.
We had to get off the airplane. We was not allowed to
The
take
Federal
our bags.
Penpal.
We had to leave
Expired.
everything
One tree
on the airplane because they had to treat it like a, I'm not going to say the word, they had to treat it like a,
Delta Whiskey Flight Level Tree 20.
well, terrorist type of deal. So, because the pack's overheated. The cool packs, for your air, had overheated, and one of them had caught on fire.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, that gets your attention.
Yeah, I'd get my attention.
Real fast. That gets your attention real fast. And we got landed. Everybody had to get off. I stood out there on the tarmac for 3.5, almost 4 hours.
Wow.
That's how wonderful American Airlines is. Like, none of their employees helped. It was the security that finally helped get us up to the airport.
Oh,
They
man.
didn't have no buses available. They didn't have no way of driving us up there. They waited and waited and waited on other people to come and assist. They had to do a complete, like when we left to go back up to the airport, the airplane was still sitting there waiting. They done had one team go around it and go in it, but they still couldn't move it until everybody was away from it.
Wow.
But man, and the way they do that, when you land like that, they got to get you off. They bring a ladder out to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's steps and it's got rails, but it's very steep.
Yeah.
But it was definitely it was an experience that I'd never want to go through again. And I also never hope to forget. That way I'm always heads up about things because...
Yeah, that right there is why I
no
called
fun,
Charlotte, Shortcut Charlotte.
Yeah. What about you, Brandon? You ever had
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
any events
Distance to descent
that...
488/0:1453.
What, you on a plane before when it got real hot and they had to bring out a thing to give air in the airplane
Yeah.
because it was hot?
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us
what I was
about that while I go get my drink.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about when you were on that phone call. So, like, I was on, ironically, another one of those Eagle Bombardier jets at Chicago. I was flying to Erie, Pennsylvania, like I said, and I had just boarded the plane, and I was like, wait, what? Something's not right. The APU wasn't working. So the flight attendants made an announcement. They're like, well, we're sorry, folks. We got to go get an air start cart, which is basically a cart that hooks up to the jet to blow air into the engine so they can start them without the APU. Which they finally got them started, but
Going to
it was
135
so
decimal tree,
miserable because we had to
25
wait like
Freedom Global,
30
Delta
plus
Whiskey.
minutes, and it was
Come on,
hot. It was like
135.3
90
suit.
plus
Freedom
degrees
Global 9er,
outside.
Delta Whiskey Flight
And this
level
is in
320.
Chicago. This wasn't in Charlotte, thankfully. But
Wow.
we were on the ground so long, the flight attendants had to start passing us all water because it was so hot. It was very hot
You
on
know,
that
I gotta
plane.
say though, man. Overall, I'm curious, Brandon. What do you think when I ask you? Where do you think technology has brought us? Now, give me give me your thoughts on the plus of our technology and some of the things that are negative about technology. Where has it brought us, and also where is it taking us?
Honestly, in my opinion, it's come a long way. I mean, it's brought us leaps and bounds forward. It's never been easier to access information than it is now. That's a plus for us
Going to
and
1
other
tree,
people.
2 decimal tree, Freedom Global
It's
9er, Delta Whiskey.
you know, it's
Come on,
definitely
132.0.
reducing
Center,
costs
Freedom
to
Global 9er,
get
Delta
things
Whiskey
done.
Flight level tree 20.
You know, people try to tell me, oh, it's taking away jobs, blah 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 blah. But I think it's just great to reduce the cost of getting stuff done.
But
as far
Brandon,
as
I
that goes.
gotta ask you, and I'm going to give my opinion too, but I always get other people's first because obviously mine's going to be a little different because obviously I've worked in law,
Right.
and but do you not have any concerns at all with technology being
I
a
do.
risk factor?
I do have concerns about it getting into the wrong hands potentially and bad things happening. Like, I don't know.
Here's, I guess, where I'm going with this.
The federal penpal. My family's plane had its AC go out and my dad was sweating and my sister Harper was freaking out.
Okay, so the pen pal said that his dad was on a plane where the air went out and his sister was freaking out about it. Now, it's one thing if the air goes out while you're in flight because what do? There's nothing.
Yeah.
Only thing they can do is give you natural air.
Yeah.
And being at that high, I don't even think they can do that.
No, well, my question is, was it during a flight or were they on the ground?
Right. Was you in flight or was you on the ground? If you was in flight,
Because if they were in flight and that happened, it would obviously the oxygen mask would drop down because that would be a depressurization of the cabin.
Yeah, but I've seen events where the air still came out, but it was just not code.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, where was I going with this? What was I saying before we got...
We were talking about technology and the good and the
Yeah,
pros
what was I
and the
getting ready to
cons
say,
of it.
though? Did I say anything about it yet, or was I just
No,
getting...
you
Okay.
didn't. You were going to say something, but you didn't.
So here's something to think about. It's not technology that is dangerous. It's what you
The federal
do with
penpal.
it.
Yeah.
It was while on the ground and the pilots said they would get it back after takeoff and they did.
Oh, while they were on the ground, but they said they'd get it back after takeoff, and that's when they got it back.
Okay,
on.
yeah, that's
Yeah, because they brought in
similar.
cold air.
That's what happened
They could
to
bring
me.
in cold air from the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I bet he was on a Bombardier jet too.
Well, it could maybe, but it could be any of them.
It could have been any jet. I
Um,
mean, it's just
It's not technology that's dangerous. It's what you do with it.
right.
Like right now, there are studies being done. Not necessarily this is bad, But I want you to think about this for a minute. Being able to connect your brain to a computer.
Going to 125 decimal.
This is real stuff,
Yeah.
guys. I'm not making this
This,
up.
this definitely
Comma,
sounds like a Black Mirror
125.75.
episode from Netflix.
Delta Whiskey Flight
Well,
level
it's
tree
not
20.
that at all. This is real. This is real studies that scientists are
No, I
really
know,
doing.
but I'm saying,
It's like the Matrix is a better example.
well, yeah, but I mean, they did a whole episode in Black Mirror season 2 about this very thing.
Well, and the point I'm getting to is, and that's not even dangerous. It's really cool that they could do that, because that means now think about this. We're going way outside the spectrum here, but
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey. has
if
the Airbus
they had the
A320
ability to
engine
do
sighted.
that, your mind would never die.
Yeah,
Now
so
think
you would
about
live on as you are now on a server.
On a server
Like you would-
somewhere.
Yeah, your physical body would
Which
die.
means, so what does that mean? That means they could take your mind and load you into a droid.
Yep.
Android, rather. So that's kind of cool about that. But the dangerous parts is what I'm pointing out here, folks, is it's not the technology, it's what you do with it.
You know, you're exactly right. I think we've always been that
So,
way.
for
like-
example, if someone could hook you up to a machine at that point and control your thoughts, how dangerous would that be?
Oh, it'd be exceptionally dangerous.
Absolutely. I believe that we misinterpret the whole spectrum of what's dangerous.
Well, and I don't think
People,
that's
people
just-
are getting shot every day
Yeah.
and getting killed. And there's a lot of people that are very upset with firearms. We're going to use that word. It's a better word. It's not the firearm, folks. It's the ones who get a hold of them. Right?
Well, and I was about to point out, even with AI technology, it doesn't
Don't threaten
help.
me with AI, Brandon.
Well, no,
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, when it doesn't help when our media, I mean, let's just be honest about it, folks. You hear about AI, what's the first thing you hear on the media? Oh, it's bad.
Distance to descent 426/0:05623.
It's gonna
Zero
have
dot.
potential bad side effects. It's taking
Wind
away
285
this,
at 25
it's
knots, distance
taking
0 knots.
away that, or,
Flex 0.
you know,
289 knots indicated.
that's all you hear.
Right.
And you never hear from the media the good benefits
Mango
of
1 top
AI
copy Google Chrome column
technology.
FRT Lex 1/5
Always
FRT Lex 342 degrees 1.3 on 1. JOHN 0.795 L320. JOHN 1.
And I think
Colon,
that
space,
really doesn't help the
space,
case because
NHOJ 341. JOHN 0.795
people-
L355 degrees 178.6 NM.
Huh?
1. THRSR 0.795
The
L300
waypoint.
301. THRSR 0.795 L352. K0.795
Well,
L.
it's gone now. The waypoint at the top of my CDU was John, JOHNN. I'm not even kidding you. Dead serious,
Wow.
dude. Dead serious.
That's hilarious.
That was wild as all get, dude. That was wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, but no, like when you have
Microsoft
a
Flight
video
Simulator, Microsoft Flight.
telling people
Distance to descent
day in and
419
day out,
0.055 23.
AI,
Comma 134.4.
Delta Whiskey Flight
55
level
you're gonna
minutes
get a
till
big
descent.
part of the population.
At RT Lex main column 337. Main window. Checklist view button.
Right.
OFT button. Radio. Flight speed record. Head button. Head location. Assign check. Show pass. Show ground. Head airport. After takeoff check. Descent flow button. Descent check. Approach check. Landing check. After landing. Shutdown. Shutdown. Secure check. Before take previous space. Button. Button. Instructs the flight attendants to start the snack/food service. Pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight.
Getting these guys to start the snack and food service here on the airplane.
We'll begin our cabin service
There
soon.
we go.
We have a number of complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and spirits for purchase. All purchases must be made with a credit card, as we're unable to accept cash.
You know, here's another example of this. Now you can buy door locks for your house,
Mm-hmm.
and you use your thumb to unlock it.
Yep.
NAV1 has
That's good
localizer.
security, right? It's good.
Localizer is alive.
Yeah.
Runway heading 235.
But how good is it in the wrong hands if someone can hack into that?
You
let's
know,
say
same thing
that
with
you
our-
got an
look-
office and you use
Yeah.
that office to put money in your office, and you've got a safe, but you don't even lock the safe because you got that lock on your door, and you're like, you know what, no one's getting through that.
Yeah.
90% of the time you're going to be right, but there's still that risk.
There's still that 10%
that
chance.
somebody can hack into that, change that thumbprint. Bam, they're coming in.
You
So
know, and I got to
The
point
federal
out, even
pinball.
like with our phones,
That's
we've got
cool about
Face
the
ID.
thumbprint door lock.
You know, and I remember when it first came out, there was a big controversy about
it
you
is
know,
uh,
law enforcement being able
PayPal,
to
you're
use
right.
it.
That is cool. Go ahead, Brandy.
I remember when Face ID came out for the phone at first. I remember the big controversy about
Yeah.
whether law enforcement had the right to use your phone against you to unlock it, even if you didn't want to. So there's potential there too.
Well, you've got legal things that keep you protected from cops actually just grabbing your phone. And, you know, people think that when you go to jail automatically, if you got your phone on you, they're going to go through it and you're not going to know it. Listen, if they did do that, you're talking about a major lawsuit.
Going to 1, 2, 3 decimal 9 or 5 freedom
In
global
most
9
cases, that doesn't happen, though.
Com 1,
Is there a
173.95.
chance? Yes. The risk of them doing that is no different than the risk of you going to the grocery store and a robbery occurs.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, same with people that are scared of technology, is because it's not thought about in the right direction.
Right.
The
Well,
thoughts
and again,
around technology is in the wrong direction, and it's going off of people that just don't understand technology. How you
Well,
going to support
again,
it if you
and-
don't understand it?
Yeah, and I think you're right. You're absolutely right about that. They don't understand it. And again, I think a part of that has to do with our media getting that nonsense in their head about the doom and gloom bad things that technology could do. And that's, you know, when you hear that day in and day out, of course you're going to believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell you guys right now, I use AI on a day-to-day basis, whether I'm posting my Facebook page. As recently, since I've got my iPhone 15 Pro Max, I've just started using the Apple Intelligence writing tools in my Messages
Com 1,
app
134.50.
to correct grammar mistakes or any mistakes I have in a message, and it's really helped me a lot, actually.
There's that one program that I use that's online, Grammarly.
Grammarly.
Grammarly, that is an amazing program.
I've heard a lot about that program.
That program's got me through a lot of stuff, buddy. It's helped me in so many ways. And it don't matter if you're trying to write up a legal form, it will show you the right way to do it. You know, in a lot of cases, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of and this is way off topic here, but I'm still going to do it. Why? Because I'm the host of the show. Why? Because I can be. Why? Because I want to be. So, I'm going to say it. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just being a smart butt. Let's say, for example, Brandon, you are married and you need to file for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lawyer's going to charge you to file the forms, right?
Right.
But do you know why? Do you know why they're going to charge you?
I never even really thought about that.
Because do you know how to write one?
No.
If a person knew how to write up their own legal documents, the only thing that's going to stop you from being able to give it to the courts is by the court stating you have to have an attorney do it.
Right.
Technology helps us in a lot of ways.
It really does. I never even thought about that
to be
aspect of it.
educated. Schools think of it as only people cheating. No, it's educational.
You know, that's another issue I have, is the fact that schools always use the, oh, it's cheating argument all the time. I'm sorry, folks. You no matter what you use, People are going to find a way. If they want to cheat bad
Microsoft
enough,
Flight
they're
Simulator
going to
1.
find a way to do it.
Distance to descent 372/0404939.
It's always been that way. Always will be that way.
So me and Brandon here is going to talk for about another 20 minutes. We got 49 minutes till descent. I'll stop this stream in about 20. Well, not stream. I will disconnect with Brandon in about 20 minutes, and then we're going to focus on. I'm going to be focusing on my CDU because I want you guys to see that as I make the descent. Now, it's supposed to do the flow on its own, the descent flow. I don't know when it does it. I've not heard it yet, but I don't think it does it until it gets close to descent, maybe. My thing is this weird thing going on with the checklist would you listen? Well, yeah, you've been listening since we started, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I'm actually
when
out of my room right now since I'm on with you.
When I did the yoke checklist, you was there listening to that. Yoke left.
Oh, yeah. I
okay.
heard it did not say...
So when you go left, it'll say center, then you go right. Then it'll say center,
Right.
you go forward, then you go back to center, you go back, pull it all the way back, and back to center. And usually after you do the last move, pull it back and then
It
let
says
go.
check.
It is check.
Yeah, and I
I'm
didn't hear
having
that.
to hit the Control Alt to make it automatically just say check.
Yeah, I heard that earlier, and I was
And
wondering about that.
Well, the other problem that I'm having is this last update that I did, and it still tells me there's an update when there's not, is it gives me an extract error and says I have to do it myself. Extract file, copy and extract whatever. And I feel like it's got something to do with the .NET, but I'm not sure. I emailed Matt about it.
Yeah.
And we'll see what he says, because I know .NET is included. That just made me think about something with something else that, well, anyways, .NET. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my microphone. The stand is kind of annoying because it is one of them that it's a desktop mic stand that holds a regular studio mic, and when I bend it down to keep it lower, it just tries to straighten back out and go back up.
Too bad you don't have that arm that you had a while back.
I do, but it's so big.
Yeah.
And I really ain't got the appropriate, well, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that, sir. I don't know. It's just like my yoke. I want to put it to where I've got like a table to the left of me where I can just turn my body and be facing my yoke. Well, no, I don't. Right now, I just got to move over a little bit to my left, and my yoke's right there to the left of my keyboard. Hey, that little idea that I had, man, this thing
that worked perfectly.
Yeah, it's on there tight. It ain't going nowhere, bro.
That's good.
Not going nowhere. Now I just need to do some programming with my sim a little bit. Not my sim, but my yoke.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's a good company. If you're going to buy equipment to sim with, I gotta recommend Honeycomb. They're really good at the stuff that they do, like the Alpha and the Bravo. And I feel like they either did or they're going to have a CDU.
I think they do, because I remember you were talking about getting one a while back.
Folks, once we get Brandon back up in the air, I really need to go down to Texas and get him set up with some real equipment.
Yes, you do.
Get you an Alpha over there, get you an actual yoke, get you if you really want to and this is what I want. I don't have it all yet neither, but if I had everything, this is what I would have. I'd have the Honeycomb Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
That's your yoke. which the yoke has several switches and buttons, and then the Honeycomb Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
That is all of your. That's your throttle. That's your trim wheel. Trim wheel, throttle, landing gear.
Yeah.
Does all that, and then there's all kinds of buttons you can program to do whatever. Right.
Mhm.
Bring you a cup of coffee. Hit that button.
Yeah.
Right.
Com 1, 128.00.
So Honeycomb Alpha, Honeycomb Bravo, and then also the
Federal Penpal.
the pedals.
Cockpit Master makes one for $800.
Yeah, bring me
From
a
what
cup
I
of
heard,
coffee,
it's high
too, for
quality.
cream in it.
So the Alpha, the Bravo, the pedals, and a CDU, and to me that would be a full setup.
Oh yeah, you'd have it made then.
I still think, and obviously it's still something I love to do in the future, is the whole design idea that we came up with for building a simulator, you know, that
Yeah.
people could order. Dude, that'd be perfect.
That would be epic.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had the money, I would definitely patent it, and I would get one designed, because I think it would, dude, it'd be amazing.
I like that design we came up with.
There's a lot of nice stuff out there, folks, but it takes the big dollars, and
Yes,
you
it
know,
does.
we're small YouTubers. We don't get nowhere the support that like some of these other YouTubers do, man. They you
Like
know,
Captain Sim.
Remember that one video we watched of the guy in a simulator, and you couldn't even tell it was a sim? Like it's
Yeah.
like everything was there, like the whole
Yeah, he had the whole cockpit
I
there.
mean, yeah, the
whole
whole
front
the
part of the
door,
aircraft.
everything. No, not
Yeah,
that one. Not the one that came from an actual airplane. I'm talking about the one that was an actual sim that the guy had built, but you could not tell that it was a sim. Like,
yeah, didn't he build? I think he built that in his garage or something, if I remember right.
yeah, like he even had a door on it and everything. Like, the sounds, the everything, you could not tell until he told you at the end that it was a simulator.
I really would love to go visit that guy and fly that thing.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, so let's see here.
Distance to descent 313/0:042:6.
42 minutes, and right now we are
Clinton, Georgia, United States.
over top
Eastern
of
Standard Time.
Clayton, Georgia.
Bonanza, Georgia, United States. 3.4 nautical miles, 55. Irondale, Georgia, United States. 3.2 nautical miles, 34 degrees.
Irondale, Georgia's 3.2 miles.
Minus 54 degrees.
It's minus 54 degrees at 32,000 feet, to be expected.
Wind 295 at 31 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Wind is
Wind 295 at 31 knots.
295 at 31. That means the wind's at a heading of 295. Speed is 31. See, if that's at 295.
Heading 351.
We're at 351, 290. So
The Federal Penpal.
we almost got tailwind.
When we get an Airbus, that'll be awesome.
That
Well,
helps.
Pen Pal, I think that will happen in time.
What? I didn't catch what he said.
He said when we can fly the Airbus, that will be amazing. Well, it's coming.
I think it'll happen in
Come
the
on,
future.
135.0.
Not too far from now, I think. I believe it.
Yeah, I think so. The live wire, A320
Yeah,
live
the
wire.
fly-by-wire.
I call it live wire.
Yeah.
Always have. But that is an amazing aircraft.
I really do want to fly that. I share
sounds-
his.
I'd like to do a shared cockpit on that. That'd be great.
Oh, I know.
Me and you got a lot of long flights to catch up on.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do, my friend. Yes, we do. And Say Intentions came out with the taxi thing to help you face the right direction.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest. I don't feel like that was that big of a thing, because these other programs do the same thing. Say Intentions will tell you what direction you need to be, the correct direction. But other than that, it's the same as all the other programs. I mean, it just pushes you back to the right, to get out to the runway.
Oh, by the way, may be changing topic here a little bit, but I was looking through my YouTube feed, and apparently Starbase is preparing the launch pad for Flight Test 7 of Starship.
Goodbye.
Com 1,
I thought they already
177.05.
had a
Freedom Global
landing
Niner, Delta Whiskey
pad,
Flight Level Tree 20.
launch pad.
They do. They have a launch pad, but they're preparing it for the next flight test.
Oh.
So I don't know when
wonder,
the flight test is going to be.
What are they doing with this launch? Just another go around
I don't know
Earth,
what
or
they're doing for Flight Test 7.
what about when you hear a news article or a news update that says what's the name of the company again?
SpaceX?
Yeah, SpaceX. What about when you get an update that says SpaceX next week, Monday at 8 o'clock a.m., launch to Mars?
Glide slope is alive.
Folks, believe it or not, it's
NAV1
coming.
has glide slope.
It's coming.
I'm
If it was
telling you.
that soon, that would definitely make headlines. If they really pushed the launch to Mars to Monday morning at 8 a.m.
Well, not this. Well, I don't really mean like really this Monday.
No,
I'm just
I
saying,
know,
like,
but could you imagine that though? If they were to go and do that, you know what kind of news headlines that would generate?
I bet you if they had a way to be able to have enough fuel to get there and back, there's no doubt in my mind that Starship could go all the way there, fly around Mars, and back home with no problem.
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm predicting that before 2030, I believe that Starship will be going to Mars.
2028.
I'd say 2028 or 2029 at the latest.
I've also got the prediction that before 2030, there will be self-driving vehicles in several other locations.
Yes.
Going with that as well. Hoorah.
Yes. I agree with that.
Let's take a look here.
Distance to descent 274/0:03657.
Okay,
Main row 1
so-
column 2207 act RTELX1/5 edit red only multi act RTELX1/5 355 degrees 4.8 nm 1 K.795/FL
What I
320
am going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hit Alt-I
approach rev 1/1
on our CDU here.
Approach
We're
reference
on
/1.
the approach reference page
post
here.
W1 1 blank 2 for 9.3 11,200 FT 3,414 M 40 degrees 145
I
kT
always go down and select a line that has it set for flaps 40.
923
So
11,200 FT 3,414 M
basically at
3
11,200
11,200 FT 3,414 M 3 11,200 FT 3,414 M
feet,
40 degrees
the speed
11,200 FT 3,440 degrees 11,200 FT 3,414 M
See, I
1
don't
1
fully
1 2
understand this because it says
1 1
11,200
1 2 0 0 F
feet.
3 4 1 4 M 4 1 4 3 4 1 4
3414
space
M.
11,200 FT 3,414 M Com 1 133.10
Oh,
1
maybe that's
2
in
0
meters,
0
maybe?
FT
And it
3
looks like
4
meters.
1 4
3414 M. Oh, for meters. Yeah, okay.
40 degrees
And then it says 40
145 kT.
degrees, 145, which is your speed. But what I don't understand is it's not going to go to flaps 40 at 11,000 feet. So I don't know why it even says it on the same line.
Yeah.
Now you got to remember, you got the left side and the right side of the
approach rev 1/1
CDU.
rev 1/1 rev approach space ATTROACH space REF space post WD flaps rev flaps
Okay, so it's
WT. Gross. WT.
gross weight,
Flaps.
flaps,
Rev. R. V. Space. Space. S. Space. Space. V. R. E. F. Carriage return.
and VREF. So, was that vertical reference?
I guess vertical
1.
reference.
Carriage return. 1. 161.0 15 degrees 158 kt. Land. 1.
Like on the top
158
line
15
it
degrees.
says
161.0. 1. 161.0. 6. 1. 6. 1. Dot 0. Space. Space.
161.0.
Space. 1. 5. Degrees.
15 degrees.
Space. 1. 5. 8. K. 8. K. T.
158 KT.
Carriage return. T. K. T. 158 kt. Gross WT flaps rev.
That's speed.
Yeah.
That VREF. So that's the speed there, 158.
1. 161.0 15 degrees 158 kt. Land. 2. 30 degrees 150 kt.
Then line 2
Land. 2.
says
30 degrees 150 kt.
30 degrees
Land.
and
2. 30 degrees 150 kt.
150 KT.
Time 23 R. 3. 11,200 ft 3,414 m 40 degrees 145 kt. Time 23 R.
Kind
2.
23.
30 degrees 150 kt. Time 23. 11,200 f. Time 23 R. 3. 11,000 ILS 23 R slash CRS slash SPD. 4. 111.75 slash 230 degrees slash. ILS 23 R slash CRS 3. 11,200 ft 3,404 ILS 23 R slash CRS slash SPD. 3. 11,000 time 23 R. 2. 30 degrees 150 kt. Land. 2. 30 degrees 150. Time 23. 11,002 time 23 R.
The only line that
3.
I see with
11,200 ft 3,414 m 40 degrees 145 kt.
flat information anyways is line 3, which I always do. So I always do rights off 3, rights off 4. That's going to set it so it does flaps 40. Was telling it that it's going to be flaps 40.
ILS 23 R slash CRS slash SPD. Carriage return.
It's
Flaps
got
slash
our
SPD.
ILS.
4. 111.75 slash 230 degrees. ILS 23 R slash CRS slash SPD. 4. 111.75 slash 230 degrees 40 slash 145.
111.75.
Carriage return. 40 slash 111.75 slash 40 slash 111.75 slash 230 degrees.
230 degrees. So the frequency is 111.75. And heading for the ILS is 230.
Delta Whiskey. Goodbye.
So that's what
Com 1.
it should
130.0.
say
T slash S wind core 5. Left slash off T 4. 111.75 slash 230 degrees 40 slash 145. T slash S wind core 4.
That's what
111.
it should say on
ILS 24.
the
111.75 slash 230 degrees 40 slash 145.
frequency thing with TFM. You always want to make sure you do the right bracket control D, or you won't hear it even trying to connect to ILS, because it doesn't know you're wanting to be told about it, right? Basically, that's the easiest way to
ILS
explain
23 R
it.
slash 4. 100 left T slash S wind core.
Yeah.
5. Left on slash off plus 05 kt.
And then this
5. Left on
bottom
slash off T
line
slash
you
S wind core.
never worry about.
Win. T
This
slash S.
is the GS
Slash. Win.
/win
Core.
core,
5. Left on slash off plus 05 kt.
or the on and off
Carriage return. Carriage return plus 05 kt.
plus 05
Left on slash plus 05 kt.
KT. I don't mess with that. I don't turn that on, because
6. Less index ALTN desk greater.
if you do, you're gonna have problems.
Land. 6. Less index ALTN desk greater. Desk greater. ALTN.
All
Land.
right.
6. Less index
So
ALTN
that's
desk.
done. Let's do our
Land.
weather
Land. 6. Less forecast now greater.
forecast,
Land 4. Land 4. Land 5. Wind 6. Low greater.
and then load. Now this is the
Left
weather.
FMC right
CDU
FMC
message
CDU number 1 execute
displayed.
key available. CDU number.
Descend
Left FMC right
forecast
FMC right
update.
CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number 2 execute
CDU
key
message
available. CDU.
cleared.
All right. Now,
At RT Lex 1 free on 1. Rest slash.
now we're set up for our descent. The only thing I need to do is right bracket control D,
Choose destination runway. Airport edit plan.
KIND.
6 runways loaded. Runway comp 05R.
And then
14,
our runway,
23 L.
I believe it
23 R.
was,
32. 23 R.
I think it's 23 right that we're landing at in Indianapolis. Wasn't it 23
At RT Lex 1
right?
Microsoft Flight Sim main column 2 4 copy Google Chrome column 3 star untitled notepad row 3 column 1 star untitled land. Carriage with 23 R.
Yes.
Destination runway 01 runway combo 23 23 R. 23 L. 23 R. OK but mode plus O.
We'll
Star
hit
untitled
OK.
notepad. Text editor document KMIA slash. At RT Lex 1 slash edit red only. Star untitled Microsoft Flight Sim Microsoft Flight.
Then just to double
Choose
check
destination runway.
it.
Airport edit selected kind. Runway combo box 23 R. OK but mode plus O. Cancel but mode plus. Bills details edit red only. Name bills RW 23 R. Identifier IUZK name.
All right.
Frequency 111.75.
Yep. Frequency 111.75.
Carriage return. Course 234.2.
Course 234.2. And I believe it, well, on the CDU it said the course was 230, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to set the course to exactly what the CDU is saying. So we'll,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft. Destination runway 01 column 228. Bills details edit red only multi-line course 200 frequency 111.75. Choose destination runway. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. XRTEX 1. Edit Red 3.3. Angel 0.798 slash FL320.
Let's go back here to the
Approach Red 1 slash Costa 1. Land 2. Kind 3. 11,002 ILS 23R slash CRS slash 4. 111.75 slash 230 degrees 40 slash 145.
Yeah, 230 degrees, 230. Now, I'm going to make it match that with TFM. So I'm going to do left bracket, shift in.
Set nav radios. Nav 1 frequency edit selected 110.50. Selection removed.
111.75.
Nav 1 course edit selected 0. Selection removed.
30.
Nav 2 frequency edit selected 110.50. Selection removed.
111.75.
Com 1. 1. Nav 2 course edit selected 0. Selection removed.
230.
OK button. Press. Edit red only multi-line selected. Approach red 1 slash 1 coast WT flaps 1. 106. XRTEX 1 slash 5. Selection.
Let's make sure it's
Set nav radios. Nav 1 frequency edit selected 111.75. Nav 1 course edit selected 230. Nav 2 course edit selected. XRTEX 1 slash 5.
Now we got it.
Let's choose destination runway. Airport edit selected time.
Just matching it.
Runway combo box. OK button. Mode plus up. Cancel button. Mode. Bills details edit name. Bills are double frequency. 111.75. Course 234.2.
Now, on the when you do right bracket control D, it might say a little bit off on course, but don't pay attention to that part. Long as you got it, long as it's set in the CDU the right way, then that's what it's going to go by.
Slope 3 degrees.
The slope is 3 degrees.
Distance feet. 1,803,505.6053689. Distance NM. 296.818839592664. Land. 200. Distance NM. 1,803,000 distance feet.
Distance by feet
1,800. Carriage return. 1,803,508. 1.
is
Distance feet 1,803,505.6053689. 1,803,505.6053689.
Anyway, a lot of feet. From
Yeah.
where we are, okay?
Choose destination runway. Airport edits of runway comp. OK button. Mode plus XRTEX 1 slash 5 PMDG 737.
What that does, folks, is when we start doing our ILS, you'll hear Sappy repeat, like, how far left you need to go, like 30 left, or 20 left, or 90 left. Now, it will connect and sometimes continue to read that for a little bit. My thing is, as long as it connects.
Mm-hmm.
So,
XRTEX 1 slash 5 PMDG 737 CDU.
I'm hoping that we have a better landing this time because, Brandon, as you know, I know Indianapolis. I've landed there 1,000 times.
Yeah, too many times for me to count.
I mean, to be honest, I could probably...
You could probably do it in your sleep.
I could probably pick a different runway, like 5 right, and know what ILS to pick.
Yeah.
I've done the flight so much.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happens when you have someone like Brandon making threats to you that if you don't land in Indianapolis today, I'm gonna egg your house. I mean, who wants their house egged? I don't want my house
You sure
egged.
I'm making those threats?
I know
or that's
you are.
somebody else.
You know what? Don't make me get a hold of David. This is getting out of line. No.
XRTEX 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Let's
Microsoft
take a
Flight
look and
Simulator.
see where we're at here, guys.
Distance to descent 203/0:02752.
All right, so me and you, Brandon, we got about 8 minutes left, and then I'm going to be dropping you like a sack of taters. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
About 8 minutes, and then I'm going to let you listen because I want you to hear it too. That way, you know, if I'm explaining it later, no one can be like, oh, maybe it's just you.
Yeah. I really, you know, that really makes me mad when people do that. It's like, seriously, like...
And listen, folks, it might be me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. That's what I'm trying to diagnose here.
Going to 133.6
But-
Freedom Global, Niner Delta Whiskey.
You know, I mean,
Com 1. 133.60.
Freedom Global, Niner Delta
I've done a
Whiskey,
lot of
flight level
flying, and
320.
there could still be a chance that I'm doing something wrong. And if I am, then by guys, I'll change it, whatever I'm doing.
Mhm.
Just like when Brandon and them taught me to do VATSIM.
That's still embarrassing that you were the one that had to break us out of not going on that sim.
I still can't get over it, dude. I've never seen you guys run so fast to get on VATSIM when I announced that I just had done a
I
flight
had
on.
to call Josh. I was like, hey man, he's really done one over on us.
Really got, whoa, it really
Whoa,
got your
hello.
attention. Yeah, my audio.
Yeah, you did.
Audio kind of wavered there a little bit. Yeah, but you know, I think the thing with me is I'm no different than anybody else when it comes to learning. Anybody can do it. But I think what changes how fast you move on wanting to move to the next level is your mindset on, can I do it?
And your confidence.
If your confidence level is low, you're going to take your time to do it. It's no different than, let's say you're looking for a job, but in your mind, you're like, well, I'm probably not going to get the job. So you're not even going to rush at trying to get the job because you already got it in your mind set that it ain't going to work out.
That you're going to get rejected,
right?
Yeah.
So there's a little psychology 101 for you, folks. Put that in your cockpit and smoke it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously. Don't be scared to get on VATSIM, folks. I'm not telling you to get on there unprepared. You need to know
don't do
what
like
you're
one
doing.
person did when I took them on VATSIM. That was yeah, well,
Distance to descent,
one
182
person
0
wanted to
0
go on
50 feet.
VATSIM. I was like, okay, I'm going to go on VATSIM. Do you want to go on there with me? I'm like, okay, sure. And this is their first time on VATSIM. They've just been using offline
Roger.
ATC.
9:34 p.m.
And oh gosh, when we got on there, and I remember this very well when the controller told this person, gave them an instruction. I think they were doing an IFR departure request. And they were so scared. They're like, what does that mean? What is that? Like, they were just flipping out. I was like, relax. Like, just read back what he told you, and you'll be fine. And they got up in the air, and the controller told them to change heading, and they just started panicking and flipping out about it. Like, oh, I can't do this. Like, I was like, oh, you're definitely not ready for VATSIM. Like, you were so not prepared for VATSIM.
Even today, there's days when I'm just off. My day is off. My flying is off. It's no different than anybody else. There are just some days we make mistakes. That is the bottom line. We make mistakes. Now, in real life, you can't afford to make a mistake sitting in a cockpit. You can't afford it.
I remember one time I went to take off. I didn't know there was a controller because I didn't, well, partly that was my fault because I didn't look. So I took off. Controller notifies me and says, hey, you didn't get clearance. And I was like, oh, I am so sorry.
Hey, how many people have you killed crashing on in the sim? Do you know?
Probably
thousands.
Thousands, yeah.
Me too, dude. Like, you know my thing about crashing. I will not crash on live stream. I will exit the sim before I allow it to crash. But technically, it's still a crash. They dead.
Yeah.
They dead.
Yep.
It's just one of them things, y'all. Keep your confidence up and listen. There are so many tutorials out there now, even for VATSIM. There is so much you can read up on. But at some point, you got to put your shoes on yourself.
Yeah, you got to take the plunge and get on there yourself.
You got to let go of the walker and take that first step by yourself. You got to do it. You can do it. All right. Yep. So Brandon has joined me, and it's been a lot of fun.
It absolutely has.
Now that this is how we're going to do the live stream from now on. It's just easy.
This actually is not a bad way to do it, honestly.
No, it's simple. It's quick and simple. There's nothing hard about the layout's not hard.
No.
And if anybody ever wants to come on and we are opening up a door for somebody, all you got to do is throw me your email. I'll send you a link and you can join us. How about that?
Yep.
Pretty amazing stuff. Even when we get our team talk up and running, if I'm going to have a guest and they don't have team talk, we're going to use this. It's just easier. So
I'm going to have to get a headset.
Distance to descent 155/0:0:2119.
All right, folks, we got 21 minutes until descent. So we ain't going to leave just yet, Brandon, because there's nothing that I can do. yet.
Okay.
I'm wondering. I really wish they'd put a notification thing on first officer when he literally tells you, like, starting descent flow.
Right.
Right? That way you know it's coming. You know, like...
You know, you got to get prepared for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I got to do. Everything that I need to do has been done. It's a cooked potato. It's finished. Done. Now I'm just waiting on that lazy co-pilot over there, slumped over sleeping. I would reach over and smack him, but you know, when you're in the plane virtually, you can't never get your hands on him. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a descent flow, then a descent checklist, then there is a approach checklist, and then there's a landing checklist. Landing checklist you do right at about 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet.
Right.
The approach, I believe that probably happens when you're getting ready to do your ILS.
Where does it start giving you the trouble? Does it do all the checklists okay, or is it just when you start trying to connect to the ILS?
I'm going to see if it does. I don't know. That's the honest answer. I don't know, because what's happening is, number one, the speed is something that you got to control yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do like I've always done when I didn't have problems, and I'm going to control the speed on descent as soon as I always made sure it was at 250 knots before I got to 10,000, and we're going to make sure it does that today.
Right.
You know, I got...
That reminds me of the old days of Tramp.
I got Obama back there expecting to land without no scratches, so we're going to try to get him landed with no harm done.
Yeah.
Him and his wife are back there, and his daughter. And then across from him sits Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I just hope they don't get in an argument back there. They might. Joe might.
I'd probably get into an argument with Trump myself.
Joe might go back to the. He might go back to the. To the very back. Get out of first class because he don't want to deal with Obama or Donald Trump. Well, we all got something to say to every president, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will say I read a report on the NASA program and the extended funding that our president is going to obviously put towards our NASA programs, and I think that's good.
Yeah, because we got an Artemis 2 mission coming up next year, and in the 2026, they're really pushing Artemis 3 for 2026.
Speaking of, I never seen nothing about SpaceX. My gosh, his name's at the tip of my tongue.
Elon Musk?
Yeah, I didn't see nothing about him working at the White House, by the way.
I haven't seen anything about that either, and I've been looking up stuff. I've not seen a thing about that.
Mr. Ryan, I guess you left because you never said anything else about the team talk that you were going to do for us. Like I said, if you're not going to do it, just tell us. And if you are, then I kind of need you to boot, scoot, and boogie because, Brandon here will tell you I'm about getting things done.
And when he wants something done, he wants it done, not delayed.
Yeah, I want to get it done, and I've been waiting, but I haven't got an email or anything about it. So, if I got to host it, I will. It's not a big deal. I'll host it. Not a big deal.
Hopefully not through that shady company that we dealt with the last time.
We'll never go through them again. Well, I don't want to call them shady because they did make it right. They gave us a free server for like 6 more months when they messed up.
Yeah.
But then I went through my fake marriage and I didn't have time to get on the server, so, you know.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Oh my
did
gosh.
Did I just say that out loud? Fake?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Sorry about that. Well, it's not like I said Amanda's name. I mean, it's not like I said anybody's name. I mean, my gosh.
Distance to descent 115/0:01554.
All right. We are getting there. We're going to see. We'll see what happens here. Everything, I mean, as you've seen the takeoff, how'd you like that takeoff, by the way? That was beautiful.
That was smooth.
That was a smooth. I'm going to start setting the trim lower like we always did in old school days.
I got to say, that sounded like when you got up to the V1 takeoff speed and V2, like, it was so funny because I heard this extra, like, I think that was the wheels, I'm guessing, on the concrete.
Yeah, because it didn't bounce or nothing. Yeah, it was
No.
a slow, steady climb, and it didn't do like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Yeah.
17, 18. Like it slowly worked its way up to the area where I like to try to keep it around 10 on the pitch. Now y'all remember that when you're doing a takeoff, just do your best to keep it between 10 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing you need to know. If you've got too much, if it's too much and too fast, first officer is not going to do what it's supposed to because it's not stable.
Right.
Stability is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Stability gives ability.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Hey, I like that as a logo. Stability gives ability. That's an awesome thing to have.
Stability gives ability. Kind of like
That's great.
The name of the group that we got, Stand, see the ability, not the disability, dumbasses. Oh, they don't have the dumbass part in it. Sorry, my bad.
Now, the rule about that, honestly, though, is I don't like.
You don't like what?
I don't like the fact that could not continue after you
know,
left.
I could go on and push it on my own, but being to college stepped out of it. We got no support.
Yeah.
And I
think
don't care.
It's sad that it just ended like that.
No matter what you do, folks, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip. Anything that you want to do, you want to start a business, you want to start a podcast, you want to start a video, you want to start a group, you want to start a band, you want to start a business, you want to start a family, you got to have support.
Absolutely.
If you don't have support, forget it.
Yep.
Unless it's something that you're doing on your own and you enjoy doing it no matter what, do it. But if you want it to grow, you gotta have support.
You definitely gotta have support.
121.175 Freedom Global, Niner Delta Whiskey. Goodbye.
Distance to descent 90/0:0:33. Ham 1, 121.17.
Niner Delta Whiskey flight level 320.
I'm just looking here.
RTEX 1/4 PMDT 737 red only multi-line selected. RTEX 1/4 RTEX 1 354 degrees 69.1 8.797/FL 320 354 degrees 69.5 RTEX 354 degrees 66.6 NM 1 8.797/FL 320 359 degrees 11.6 NF 2 ASF 0.797/FL 248
24,000. Okay. I'm just checking our leg page here, the first page, just to see kind of where we're at. We are
RTEX 354 degrees 66.6 NM
354 degrees.
Heading 351.
And in the sim it says 351. So and that's got to do with that whole compass thing.
Yeah.
It's always going to be off by a little because of the magnetic, majigger jagger thing.
I think we should go by true heading in my opinion, but that's just me.
Yeah, but the radars don't go by true heading, it goes by magnetic.
Oh.
if
Oh man.
because you got to think if it didn't use the magnetic heading and the system changed the heading, let's say you used to go 340 degrees for 30 miles before you get to John,
Right.
then they changed it and you need to be going 350 degrees now. Well, if you're going by true heading, you're going to continue to do at 340 and you're going to be way off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to. I don't fully understand the magnetic myself, so I'm not even going to try to make it fully make sense because it doesn't fully make sense to me either.
Yeah.
Ooh, watch out! Now I'm using professional speaking there. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Either. I said either. Oh my God.
Yeah, you did.
Shoot. Acting like I'm still in college or something. All right. Let's see.
Distance to descent 74/0:01016.
Well, there goes the fire department.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there may be a bad accident on the highway.
I told you to stop, cooking food and not watching it, Brandon.
There was actually a bad accident on the highway Wednesday night, and
Was there?
it's sad because a family lost 3 of their teenage kids.
I'm just going to say this. For some reason, it made me think about an email that I'd received one day about, whenever we talk about Christ on a live stream.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this. I am a believer in Christ. I will not force it upon no one else. I will not press it upon no one else. I will not antagonize you or patronize you if you choose to not be a follower of Jesus Christ.
We shouldn't do that to people.
But I do pray.
Yep.
And I've done it on live streams. Of course, the live stream was based on Christ. I mean, even when it wasn't, I'm okay with my beliefs. So, with that said, we won't ever go overboard about talking about Christ on the live stream, but from time to time, you will hear us talk about praying for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, I was going to just say that family, that the ones that lost others from that family, did the whole family get killed or all of them in that car?
No, it was just the 3 kids apparently. I didn't hear about it till this morning in our men's Bible study group. Like, I knew about the accident, but I didn't hear that family had lost their kids.
That's awful.
It is.
I got kids. I love my kids, and I can't even imagine.
Com 1, 124.62.
I can't even imagine being without them.
I know. I don't have kids myself, but I have a niece and a nephew, and I couldn't imagine being
That's
without
why I
them
always
either.
say when something like that happens, I don't know what they're feeling, because there's no way for us to know how bad that would feel.
Right.
But we do know that it hurts. We know it's painful, and we know that it puts you in a very dark place, and that is definitely when prayer needs to happen to lift them people up.
Yep.
So everybody
Same thing
just
for the
remember
poor people here in
pray
this
for
area
that
that lost.
family that lost their kids. Just pray for them tonight, folks.
Well, and for the people here in this area that lost their apartments at the Willow apartment complex last
Pray
week.
for Brandon, because he's going to lose his apartment.
I hope I don't.
No.
I don't want to do that.
No, someone got a fire or something.
Yeah, it was a fire. There were like 16 people displaced, and some of the apartments
MCP altitude
were
32,000 feet.
uninhabitable.
Distance to descent 46/00624.
Okay,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 star untitled book star ACRT Lex 1 /head red only host. ACRT land 6 RN5.
Uh-oh.
Land 4.
What'd you do?
ACRT land 6 2.0 RN5 1500/2 RW 23 R150/833.
Okay, 833 is the altitude, so we're going to set it for
ACRT Lex 4/4. ACRT Lex 1
800.
MCP altitude and selection remove. 800.
Good thing you caught that.
Intervene button multiply.
There we go.
ACRT Lex 1/4 PMDG 737 CDU red ACRT Lex 1/4 353 degrees 22.11 H.797/L320. ACRT Lex 301 H.797/L320.
I just wasn't thinking about it.
Star untitled book at row 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator main column 448 main window button instructs the flight attendants to start the snack/food service button turns the seatbelt sign on /off button starts before /loading and memory previous page button before takeoff check secure checklist button secure flow shutdown after landing checklist button approach checklist button descent checklist button descent flow button after takeoff checklist button head airport info button request the airport information show ground options button show tax options button assign checklist head load sheet button request the head letter button request service completed climb detected sterile cockpit. Service completed. Service completed. Service completed. Climb detected. Sterile cockpit. Climb detected. Climb detected. Sterile cockpit. Sterile cockpit.
Climb detected. Sterile cockpit.
Radio frequencies button. OFT button. Checklist view button.
Yeah, he's not done
Land page
nothing
button.
yet.
Checklist OFT radio. Climb service head letter button. Head load sheet button. Assign checklist button. Request show tax options button. Show ground options button. Head airport info button. Request after takeoff check descent flow button.
I'm going to do the descent flow.
ACRT Lex 1/head red only. Distance to descent 37/0:05:8. Distance to descent 36/0:05:5.
5 minutes and it's going to be starting descent.
Main row 1 column main window descent flow button.
So should I go ahead and
That's
start
kind
the
of
flow,
alarming.
or should I wait and see if it does it?
I'm kind of hesitant to say
I'll
wait
tell you what.
because what if he doesn't?
Distance to descent 34/0:04:48.
When it gets to 3 minutes, if he hasn't done it, we're doing it. How's that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't understand why he's not done it. He's done all the other flows.
Yeah, wait until it gets to 3 minutes, and if he hasn't done it, then definitely
Descent checklist button.
initiate that one.
Actually, I could do the descent checklist, and that would tell me, because stuff wouldn't be checked, right?
Yeah, I guess you could.
Let's try it.
Press connect button.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Sit. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes.
Pause button make up reduce minute exit clamp check OFT button radio frequency fresh edit red auto brake edit red button connect pause button make button reduce size button minimize button exit button configuration options button home button
Global 9er
Auto
Delta Whiskey
brakes.
have the Airbus A20N in sight.
Come on.
ACRT star untitled Microsoft talkie Google restream chat ops 30 foot security suite MCP speed column 3 intervene off C/auto drop N1 off speed off spoiler B speed brake edit red only plus K10 auto brake edit red auto brake free
Auto brakes.
There we go.
Sit. Landing
main
data.
window home button
1
clamp
4
page button
9er.
checklist view button
Minimums.
OFT button
200.
radio pressurization edit red only multi-line land approach brief complete edit red only multi-line land button
We're
start button
expecting
instruct
the
flight attendants
ILS
button turn the seatbelt sign button place the button request button notify button request
Right.
button request the field button request the
minimum
button request the
altitude
button
is
move the button
200
request the flight
feet.
connect button
The
pause button
reported
make button
runway
reduce size minimize button
conditions
exit
are
button
normal.
configuration up home button
We'll use auto brakes 3. We can expect to park at gate
radio climb edit red only
2
head
6.
button head
In
low
case
assign
we go
checklist show tax
around,
show ground
we'll
options head
climb
airport info
for
after takeoff checklist
ATC
descent flow button
instructions on the runway
Press.
heading.
descent
Any
checklist button
questions?
descent flow button connect button
I got doing a descent flow.
ACRT Lex 1 head red only multi-line selected
I
ACRT
kind
Lex
of
1
sad that
300
it's not doing it on its
main row 1
own.
column 228 star untitled book Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0 ACRT Lex 1/4 PMDG 7 main column 338 main window connect button pause button make button reduce minimize button exit button configure home button clamp page button checklist view button OFT button radio frequency climb detected sterile cockpit edit red only multi-line land head letter button request the weather for the departure under head load sheet button request assign checklist button request show tax options button display show ground options button head airport info button request after takeoff checklist button descent flow button
Is it going to do it?
bottom descent flow top descent flow screen review after the CHKL descent flow shutdown descent CHKL shutdowns approach CHKL secure landings land climb the sterile cockpit climb the land climb detected sterile land ground land air PMDG 7 land ground PMDG 7 land air PMDG 737 auto off bottom air PMDG 737 auto off descent checklist descent flow button
No, because it's off. It's not on
descent checklist button
smart.
descent flow button
775 Freedom Global 9er
after this
Delta
home plan
Whiskey.
CHK top home plan CHKL OFT radio comp descent checklist button
Indianapolis
descent
Center
flow after take head airport info button show ground up show tax
Delta
assign check
Whiskey.
head low sheet head letter button head red on this action is already radio frequencies button OFT button radio this action has already been completed click the button to repeat the command to override head red only multi-line land
Oh, okay.
this action has already been complete radio frequencies button OFT button checklist view plan page button home button configuration options button
I'm
press
going to
Wow.
do something real quick because
audio options grouping 0 button support button log button fleet button company log button editor button support license button user options button FSFO options grouping B button ADV button ops button stops button auto checklist edit multi-line selected 1 combo box collapsed edit land manual button turn around state edit multi manual button combo box collapsed edit manual map lights smart selected instead auto checklist edit stops button ops button
okay, now I got it on
main window
smart.
configuration options button home button plan checklist OFT button
I don't know why it went to
radio
manual.
frequencies button this action has already been completed edit red only multi-line head letter button head load sheet button assign checklist show tax options button show ground options button display head airport info button request the airport after takeoff checklist button descent flow button descent checklist button press connect button pause button make button reduce minimize exit configure home plan check OFT button radio Climb detected. Head red only. Head weather button. Head low key. Assign check. Show pack. Show ground up. Head airport. After takeoff. Descent flow button. Descent checklist button. Press. Approach checklist button. Descent checklist button. Press. Connect button.
What is it?
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight. Main row 1 column. Main window. Connect button. After the CHK descent approach CHKL landing land. Climb detected. Sterile cockpit. Climb land. Landing CHKL. Secure CHKL. Land. Climb sterile land. Ground land. Airport PMDG 737 smart. Bottom. Airport PM land. Ground PMDG 737 smart. Land. Sterile cockpit. Climb detected. Land. Landing CHKL. Approach CHKL. Descent CHKL. Shutdown CH. Descent flow. Shutdown flow. After the CHKL F1 land CHKL FT radio. Pause button. Connect button. Button. Secure checklist. Secure flow. Shutdown flow. After landing checklist. Approach checklist. Descent checklist button. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft. 52 feet per minute. Distance to descent 5/0:0045.
Okay.
Main row 1 column 2 main window. Descent checklist button. Pressed. Pressed. Connect button.
Alright, we're going to do something.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
I'm
Pause.
going to pause
Options
that.
menu. Page 1.
Main row 1 column 2 2
Hold
main
on,
window.
guys.
Connect button.
I'm
Press
doing this
ESC
for
to
a
resume.
reason.
Main.
Press space to
We're
load
gonna
/ save.
close
Microsoft Flight Simulator
the
1.38.2.0.
first officer.
Press enter main menu.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Because once I open it, it's gonna know where to, it's gonna know where we're at.
Folder view
That's
list.
what I'm
Google Chrome
saying.
430. Flight Simulator first officer.
Yeah.
Flight Simulator first officer. Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator first officer. Prop 19 first. Flight Simulator first officer. Next 20. Flight Planner 2437. FSATC chat. Flight Simulator first officer. V537 first. FSFO dialog version 5.4. No button. No pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
Okay, so
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight. Unpaused. Main row 1 column 2 main window. Connect button. Pressed. FSFO dialog connection failed. FSUIPC error number 11. Pressed. Main window. Connect button.
Oh, don't tell
Press.
me.
FSFO dialog connection failed. Pressed. Main window. Connect button. Microsoft Flight.
Are
Microsoft Flight
you
Simulator. Pause.
serious?
Options
Main
menu.
row 1 column 2 main window. Connect
Page 1
button.
of 1.
Pressed. FSFO dialog connection failed. Press. Main window. Connect button.
Press space to load / save.
Main.
Press home to
Microsoft
restart.
Flight Simulator 1.38.
Press
Folder
enter
view
main
list. Flight
menu.
Simulator first officer. V537 to 37.
Hold on, folks. Don't worry. We're not stopping.
Manager.
I got
Process
to
data
pause
grid.
for a second, but let's just see. Let's give me a stupid FSUIPC bull crap. That's the only
This
thing
is
I
why
get
I hate.
Process web media
aggravated.
extensions type. Process Flight Simulator dot collapse level 1. Process Joker 64 dot collapse level. Process F secure Fusion hosting service. Process Joker 32 dot process Flight Simulator dot collapse level 1. Process Joker 64 dot collapse level 1.
What is that?
0 service hosting Fusion secure dash F MVPS 0 S slash MV 0 MV 7.3% 0 dot left browser sub process. Object review name set sharp dot bottom name set sharp dot browser sub process service host U process Joker 64 dot X Joker 64 dot X S F S H O S T process service host process FSIC dot X level 1 process user root broker level process service host process F secure process Joker process Flight Simulator dot X collapse level 1 process Joker 64 process F secure Fusion process Joker 32 dot process Flight Simulator dot X collapse level 1 process Joker 60 process web media extensions background process Windows shell experience process search collapse level 1 process Microsoft account collapse process email accounts collapse process Chrome dot X collapse level 1 process Windows widgets collapse level 1
Okay.
task manager Microsoft task manager 01 task manager processes data
Something's
grid
definitely off.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Folder view list Flight Simulator first officer V537 FSFO dialog version 5.4.1 no button Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0
Yeah, it is. And I don't know.
main window connect button Microsoft unpaused main row 1 column main window connect button pressed FSFO dialog connection failed pressed main window connect button
Yep. So I'm going to have to fix this update. I think that's the problem because.
main pause button connect button pressed FSFO dialog connection failed FSUIPC error number 11 FSUIPC error timeout send message timeout try 10 times OK button
It's not
Press main
connected
window, connect
to FSUIPC.
main
Wow.
Microsoft
So-
Flight Simulator 1.38 paused
Options menu.
Act RTE star type Google Chrome restream chat ops 30.2.3 ops 30.2.
Folks,
ESC to
I'm
resume.
going to end the stream
Press space
here.
to load / save.
I'll be back here in a
Press home to
Hold on,
restart.
Brandon.
Press enter
Talk
main
to
menu.
these guys a second.
Ops 30.2
Okay.
micro unpaused
So yeah, he's gonna go fix this. I think. This is nuts. This shouldn't be happening, folks. That's kind of concerning to me if I have the
31,000
same issue.
auto throttle servos off
Wow, not even connecting to FSUIPC. This is why I don't like FSUIPC.
30,000 feet
I really wish that more programmers would do SimConnect over FSUIPC because of these kinds of issues. It's so much simpler.
29,000 feet
Even though, like Copilot said, you have more advanced features with FSUIPC, you've got these types of issues where things don't connect.
28,000 feet 27,000 feet.
So, that's what we're doing. We're just waiting on him to. Ooh, and it's wow. Let me see something.
26,000 feet.
He's dropping real quick, folks.
$25,000 feet.
This is going to end spectacularly with, I don't know.
$24,000 feet.
Brickyard tree, 6-6 tree heavy. You
Wow.
are 50 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect vectors. ILS runway 22 approach.
23,000 feet.
But yeah, that's why I don't like FSU
22,000
IPC
feet.
for that reason right there, is what we're seeing.
CDU number 1
CDU
dialog.
message
CDU number 2 message
displayed.
dialog.
Drag required.
It's insane, folks.
$20,000 feet.
Uh-oh. Nanny got a CDU message.
Auto throttle servos on. 19,000 feet.
I gotta say, I'll have had this phone that I'm on right now, folks, a week tomorrow, and I'm very
18,000
impressed
feet.
with it as far as it being able to cancel out a lot of background stuff, which is very impressive to me.
$17,000 feet.
Yeah, so if anybody has any chat questions, write into the chat if you've got it open, and I'll see if I can answer them myself.
Good day.
Since he's taking care of problems right now with First Officer, which is a bit concerning to
16,000
me
feet.
because I want to use that to fly myself, and if it's going to have issues like that, that kind of concerns me.
$15,000 feet.
So the thing is,
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Minus 2182 feet per minute. 14,511 feet ASL. 14,461 feet ASL. Paused.
Options
yeah,
menu.
but first off,
Page 1 of 1.
Ops 30.2. Ops 30.2. Folder view list. Flight Simulator First Officer
Press
V537.
space to load slash
Still
space.
getting
FSFO dialog version 5.4.16 of FSFOs. No button.
Press enter
Microsoft
main
Flight
menu.
Simulator 1.38.2. Main window. Connect button. Previous page. Connect button. Pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38. Unpause. Main row 1 column 2 main window. Connect button. Pause button. Make button. Reduce size. Minimize exit button. Configuration option. Home button. Plan page. Checklist view. OFD button. Radio. Please continue. Plan downloaded. Head letter button. Head load sheet button. Assign checklist. Show tax options. Show ground options. Head airport info button. Pre-flight flow button. Pre-flight checklist button. Before start flow button. Before start checklist button. Engine start button. Before taxi. Before taxi. Before takeoff. Before takeoff check. After takeoff flow button. Before takeoff checklist. Previous stage button. Connect button. Pause button. Make button. Reduce size button. Minimize button. Exit button. Configuration options button. Home button. Plan page button. Checklist view button. OFD button. Radio frequencies button. Please connect FSFO to MSFS red power button on top row. Sim plan downloaded. Head letter button. Request. Head load sheet button. Request. Assign checklist button. Request a flight. Show tax options button. Displays the flight. Show ground options button. Head airport info button. Pre-flight flow button. Pre-flight checklist. Before start. Before start checklist. Engine start button. Before taxi flow button. Before taxi checklist button. Before takeoff flow. Before takeoff checklist. After takeoff flow button. Before takeoff checklist button. Previous stage button. Connect button. Pressed. FSFO dialog connection failed. FSU IPs. Main window. Connect button. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Landing's not going to be successful no matter what. Actually,
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey contact Indianapolis. Approach on 124.65. Good day.
all right, we're going to see how this works out.
12,000 feet.
I've let my other pilot take over. So hold on, Brandon. Talk to him for 1 second. I got to grab something real quick. I'll be
Com 1.
right back.
124.65.
Approach Freedom Global 9er
Oh
Delta
boy,
Whiskey
this
11,800 feet.
is going to be very interesting.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey Indianapolis. Approach altimeter 30.07.
Wow, first officer giving us fits. Gotta love technology, folks. Absolutely gotta love technology when it doesn't work, right? I've had that happen to me a million times.
$11,000 feet.
So yeah,
Auto throttle servos off.
like I said, I think SimConnect would be the better programming language for any developer.
This will be interesting to see, but we'll see what it does. Can it land us?
I would say probably not,
10,295.
but we'll see.
No, I don't know, because the AI can fly. That's not the problem with it when it tries to fly.
Oh,
This-
you switched it over to AI. Okay.
yeah, we're gonna let the AI land us because obviously
this will be fun.
it'd be interesting to see what it does. I'm curious to see. Now it's not going to do the checklist and all that,
No,
but it will.
it will at least get you on the
It'll
ground.
at least get us on the ground. I just want to make sure people need to put on their seatbelts, and this might be a good time to call your loved ones,
Yeah.
family, and friends, and let them know that, well, right now you're kissing your ass, literally. I can't even tell you what pilot's flying us now because I don't know. I gave it to the virtual world. Brandon, are you flying?
Kind of dangerous.
No, it ain't Brandon flying.
Not me.
It ain't me flying. I mean, I don't know, folks.
It'd be dangerous for me to fly a plane for real. Somebody asked me this morning was I sure if I wanted to help mow the lawn, and I said that's a dangerous concept for me, driving a lawnmower.
Yeah.
I said you might want to have plenty of insurance.
Hey, don't think too low now, because they do have smart vacuum cleaners, and
That is true.
they do have smart lawnmowers that'll mow your whole yard for you.
Well, but I'm wondering if they have smart lawnmowers that are big enough so like you could ride on them and they are smart, so that you could actually mow like a church.
They got some
area.
big ones, dude. They got big lawnmowers, but you wouldn't be able to randomly just go and mow someone's yard, because you'd have to GPS it first.
Yeah.
You got to set your markers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Don't hate, brother. Appreciate.
I'd love to have a
brother.
smart vacuum if I could get one.
Yeah, well.
My mom's got one.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. You don't have a smart vacuum cleaner?
No, unfortunately, I do
you
not.
know that you can get them at Walmart now for like $100?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
They got
thank
some
you.
that's not even. Yeah, they got some cheaper They still do the same thing, just cheaper.
Well, I wonder how accessible their apps are. That's the question.
Well, I can't answer that question.
Of course you can't, because you don't have a smart vacuum, sir. Or do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I kind of
However-
figured you didn't.
However, I know someone that got one, and it was like $89.
Holy crap. Okay.
But I can't tell you what. They all don't have the same exact app.
Yeah.
I don't think. Like
I
you
might
notice,
actually ask for that for a Christmas
you
gift.
push some
That's
buttons
actually a
on
good
the
idea.
CDU, not CDU, but the honeycomb.
Mm-hmm.
AI is in full control. Because if it wasn't, and I did this,
The federal pen
Yeah, I
pal.
would go crazy.
I think my grandma Sue has one.
it would shut off the engines.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would do. But, guys, I'm having run for the border for dinner.
You would.
3 soft tacos and a chicken chalupa to go, my friend.
Love those. Dude,
Trata
those chicken
chalupa.
chalupas are good.
Yeah, I had the steak one actually. It wasn't chicken, it was steak.
That's a good one, too. I've had that one.
But now I already ate the chicken or the steak chalupa. Now I'm going to have me 3 soft burritos or tacos, not burritos.
I love their soft tacos.
Listen, I do too. Get me started on something now. I like Taco Bell. You understand?
Oh, I do
like
too.
them, okay?
I do, too.
I do. However, I would like to make myself clear. Whoa.
Whoa.
I would like to make myself clear on one little thing, okay? And that is when they mess up the order, it pisses me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It really makes me mad. No, what I hate is one minute you go and you get an order and it's perfect, right? Like it's good. And then you go back another time and get it, and the tacos are wet on the bottom of them, dripping grease.
Oh, yeah.
Just drain your freaking hamburger, you freaking monkeys.
Yeah. I've had that happen several times, and it's like, gross.
So,
Ops 30.2.3 profile. Untype
The
XRT Lex 1
federal
slash 2D
pen pal.
XRT Lex 1 slash
I wonder
My
what
dad loves Taco Bell.
means AI's in
XRT Lex 1
control.
324 degrees 4.4 nm. 1. DRV 324 degrees. Heading 323.
It's actually
1.
still
DRV VR 200.
following the way.
XRT Lex 324 degrees.
By
1.
the way,
DRV VR 200 2 slash 4000
when
day.
you go to
200
Taco
for
Bell
2.
next
CKRV
time, you
150
ought to
slash
try their
2600.
decades box. If they
XRT
have
Lex 1
it.
slash 2.
It's like
Next waypoint. Time. Distance 10 nautical miles. Bearing 237 degrees. 2 minutes. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0. Minus 138 feet per minute. Distance to destination. 11 slash 0 code 0222. 9470 feet ASL. 9460 feet ASL.
Okay, so we're under 9,000 feet.
250 knots indicated.
It's at 2.
Somebody's dad loves Taco Bell
250
too.
knots
That's
indicated.
awesome.
Whose?
I think our pen pal friend. I think that's what he said.
Oh.
The federal
Ops
pen
30
pal.
point. Star untitled book. Talkie Google Chrome Road to
I
Green Screen
haven't
Chat column
had that
2506.
issue with Taco
Screen
Bell
screen.
yet.
Clickable. I haven't had that issue with Taco 22 button. The federal pen pal. My dad loves Taco Bell.
My dad loves Taco Bell.
22 6 button. The federal pen pal.
Yeah.
H-T-H-E space F-E-D-E-R-A-L space T-E-N-P-A-L.
Yeah. It Pen Pal. I don't know why NVDA says pimple. It's Pen Pal,
I think
NVDA.
like 22 first button. The federal pen pal. When he had an Airbus, will be awesome. 21 7 button. The
That
federal pen
would
pal.
be so
The
embarrassing.
first time that I heard him talk on here, I was calling him the pimple, the federal pimple. And I'd made the comment that, yeah, the feds can be like a pimple sometimes. And he's like, it's Pen Pal, man. It's not pimple.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. 9420 feet ASL.
Hilarious though.
Minus 26 feet per minute.
It's only doing a descent of 20. Half. Well, what the?
Distance to destination 5 slash 0 code 01 code 7.
It's only
Distance to destination 5 slash 0 code 01 code 2.
5 miles out,
9411 feet ASL.
and we're at 9,000 feet.
Wow.
MCP altitude 800 feet nav. 0 feet per minute. 0 feet per minute.
I'm wondering when it's gonna. I'm curious to see what it does.
Minus 23 feet per minute.
I've had family who complain. They said they don't like Taco Bell, but I don't have any problem with their food at all.
The Federal Pimple. You can call me the Federal Pimple if you'd like.
Now you just made me want Taco Bell.
Because you're not a pimple.
I think their newest thing I like is their Decades box. And you
Com 1,
get
120.90. Speed is on. LNAV light off. VNAV light off. Auto pitch off. Auto roll off. Speed box visible. LNAV light off. VNAV light off. Amber command data disengage light on. Amber command disengage light on. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. Amber command data disengage light off. Amber command disengage light off. Amber command data disengage light on. Amber command disengage light off. 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 Amber folder view list. Flight simulator first officer V537 FA track. Amber command 42 start toggle button. Search toggle button. Task view toggle button. Copy button. Copy taskbar overflow menu. Show hidden icons button. Amber NVIDIAs button. Do button. Free talking flight. FSUI talking flight monitor. Unknown. TF restart about website. Issue track keyboard. Command keys settings. Shutdown S. Unknown. Amber command. Microsoft Flight App. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Amber command automatic announcements disabled.
Okay, so he is doing descent.
Minus 295 feet per minute. 9265 feet ASL. Minus 318 feet per minute.
Yeah, AI's doing a descent here.
Minus 358 feet per minute.
Minus
Question
358 a
is,
minute.
9260
what
feet ASL.
happens when you get on the ground?
Well, when it hits the ground, I can hit the reverse. Hit reverse on the engines there and slow it down and all that. That ain't the problem. It's just getting this to land. Good thing it's ain't a flight that I'm freaking having to turn in.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we would have some serious problems on our hand, my friend. Yes, we would.
So
But-
yeah, whenever you go to Taco
95
Bell,
ASL.
man, you should try the
Minus
Decades
381 feet per minute.
Try what?
There's a box that they have. It's called the Decades box.
I know they got one box at $7. You get like 3 tacos,
Yeah,
nachos and cheese, and a drink.
and a burrito. That's the Decades
And-
box. You get a chalupa in it.
And the burrito. Oh, they put the chalupa. Hold on, shut up.
You get
Let me tell you what my order was today. Okay. 3 soft tacos and a steak chalupa. Now, I paid more than $7.
Yeah, obviously.
Ryan Bishop. Can you imagine being a passenger on this flight? You're
Well-
5 miles out and just flying around up there.
Well, it's actually going around. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing, actually, Brian. AI just does it a little different. It's not going to go by the waypoints, the specific
Yeah,
landing
there's-
that we have. So, yeah, the passengers might be a little scared if we was like banging up, like doing a descent of 2,000 feet a minute or something. Then they better be scared. But right now, they should be chillaxing. You know what I mean? Just chillax.
Have you tried the steak
Hey,
burrito?
so, Mr. Bishop, what's the word about the server before I end this stream tonight? Is that still a go, or are you still working on it, or what's the... I just need to know so I know to either continue... Well, I can't continue waiting and waiting, but wait on you to send me info, or do I need to go and get a server? Like, what's the download, bro? We kind of need to know. It's a need-to-know basis. And right now, you need to know that I need to know. What you need to know, you just tell me I need to know. That way, Brandon knows what I know and what you know. And then the listeners know exactly what you told me that I know that you know that Brandon knew.
And then you get everybody confused by saying all that. So thank you very much.
8056 feet ASL. Minus 400 feet per minute.
Ryan Bishop. Nope, it's ready. I emailed you like 3 weeks ago. Did you not get it?
I didn't get... No. Not... What email did you send it to? It might have went in spam. Did you send it to the...
Ryan
the JESSTEP78, or are you sending it to the JD one? Or are you sending it to the 737 one? I don't know which one you sent it to.
Well, I have one email address so that if I get an email, I'll be assured to get it.
Well, when you have multiple channels like I got, and then you
That's
got
true.
college, and then
Ryan
you got
Bishop.
work, you know.
Because you need to know
That's
what I
true.
know so you can be in the know.
That's right.
Ryan
because I
Bishop.
need to know what you need to know.
Now,
you know what I need to know.
737
Okay.
flights.
I'll check that email. I'll check it here when we get.
7640 PAS, minus 394 feet per minute.
It's doing a let me see.
Distance to destination 43/0:01016.
Oh no, we're way too far out. So we're gonna
Options
pause
menu.
that, folks.
Page 1 of 1.
Restream chat row ops 30.2. Ops
Press
30.2.
ESC to resume.
I don't know why it
Press space
messed
to load
up.
slash save.
I'm gonna
Point
try
three
to
profile, untitled
read
scenes,
it.
untitled.
We won't do another
Press
test
enter main
flight
menu.
tonight.
Start virtual, start recording checkbox not checked. Stop streaming checkbox.
Tomorrow, me and Brandon do this flight again. Hopefully, if I've got things straightened out, we'll do another test flight and see what happens.
I hope first officer gets straightened out tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't understand why it's doing this.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, something's definitely off.
I'll show you guys
Ops 30.2.3 profile, untitled scenes, untitled.
before I exit. Watch.
Folder view list. Flight simulator first officer V5. Flight simulator first officer Prop 19. Flight simulator first officer next flight planner 24. FSATC check. Flight simulator first officer V5 37.
So when I load V5,
37.
here's what it says. Watch.
FSFO dialog version 5.4.16 of FSFO.
Version 5.4.16 available. Would you like to download? I hit no because I already have it.
No button alt plus N.
So I hit no.
Pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.38.2.0.
Now, at this point, if I were to do this
Main. Main window. Previous page button. Connect button. Pressed.
and try to connect,
FSFO dialog connection failed. FSUIPC error number left. Pressed. Main window. Connect button.
there's an FSUIVC error,
Main.
number one. So it won't
Microsoft
do
Flight
that.
Simulator 1.38.2.
So that's, I don't know. I've got the latest update here.
Run dialog. Documents. Notepad. Note document. CMD. CMD. Downloads. Download. Select
Just
text
in
unavailable.
case
Download 5.
anyone says no, I probably don't.
Up to date grouping expanded.
I
The
will
Matrix
show
Revolutions.
you.
The Matrix Resurrect. The Matrix. The Matrix. The Virgil. First Canopy. The Virgil. Smurfs. Smurfs. The Wrong Card. The Weekend Away. Wedding Video. Toy Story 4. Toy Story 3. Toy Story 2. Toy Story U. FSFO V5.zip 232 of 248.
Right there it is. FSO.
FSFO V5.zip 232 of 248.
V5.zip.
FSFO V5 231 of 248.
And then the FSO, blah, blah, and let me show you what happens if I try to, let me show you.
Items view list. Earlier this week grouping expanded. FSFO V5.x not selected. Selected. FSFO V5. Copy cease rename. Share it. Delete topic. Share it. Run as administrator. Items view
I'm
list.
the administrator. I'm going to do the install. Let me show you what happens.
See users other downloads. Set up Flight Simulator first officer V5 version 5.
That way, if someone knows what's going on, they can tell me, right?
I do not accept the agreement radio. I accept the agreement radio button check.
I accept.
Next button. Note. Cancel button. Next button. Note. When you are ready to continue with setup, click next. Edit read only multi-line stop. Read. Copy and paste this info.
It says stop, read, copy this info. It always does.
Blank. Run installer as administrator. Turn off antivirus software. Installer. Quote.
Uninstaller is
Add.
administrator.
Administrator. Turn off anti-virus software.
Turn off antivirus
And
software.
carriage return. Link http// link requires P1 condoms FSUIPC 7W/was enabled registered and registered. Free.
Requires
Link http//
FSUIPC
link blank. *** to avoid frustrations. Please review basic troubleshooting. E.tmissing.net error.
to avoid
2. Avoid frustrate comma. Please
frustration.
review basic trouble.
Please review
Dash.
basic
Trouble. Dash. Shooting. Left parent. E.
troubleshooting.
Dot. G. Dot. E. Left parent. E. Dot. G. Missing.
For example,
Dot.
missing
Net. Error.
.net error.
Right parent. Steps.
Now that's just giving you an
Wow.
example. It's not saying that I am. It's just giving you an example of errors.
Link
that you might
https//
see.
like some link blank.
I don't get
Right.
that error
Blank.
though.
Blank.
Okay,
Blank. Blank. Link https// like some .probox.com/red/285/ https// like some
but I'm gonna keep that little
out of link blank. Link https
URL there because
out of link carriage return link H. https.
in case
Back
that
button
is
alt plus
a
D.
problem.
Next button alt
Anyway,
plus N.
we'll hit
Select the additional
next.
tasks you would like set up to perform while installing Flight Simulator for Officer V5. Then click next. Preview. Create a desktop shortcut checkbox check.
Create a desktop. That's checked.
Back button alt plus next button alt plus
Hit
install.
next.
Cancel button click install. Back button alt plus install button alt plus I.
Install.
Next cancel button.
Here it goes. It's installing. It's installing. Still installing. Still installing. Still installing.
When you are ready to continue with setup, click next. Edit read only multi-line ** to avoid frustrations. Please review basic troubleshooting.
Setup.
Next button alt plus N. When you are ready to continue, next button alt plus N.
Hit next.
Finish. Setup is finished. Installing Flight Simulator for Officer V5 on your computer. The application may be launched by selecting the installed shortcuts. Click finish to exit setup. Preview.
Setup
Launch Flight
has
Simulator for Officer V5 checkbox checked.
Launch first officer V5. Blah blah blah. I checked it.
Back button alt plus D. Finish button alt plus
I
F.
will hit finish.
Setup unavailable. FSFO dialog version 5.4.16 of FSFO is now available.
Version 5.4.16 is available. Would you like to download it? No. See what I'm saying?
No button alt plus N.
Yeah.
See users other downloads FSFO V5 file explorer.
So
See users other downloads. Main row 1 column 2 of 8. Main window connect button. Pressed. See users of
Command A on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Flaps up.
Amazing.
Flaps up.
Go figure. Now it would connect.
Flaps
wouldn't
0.
it?
Oh, go figure.
Flaps up.
Check.
Flaps up.
No, I've.
Options menu.
Main row 1 column 2 main window.
Page
It's
Edit button.
my fault because obviously it's not
Press
going to work
ESC
right
to
now
resume.
because we're in
Press space
Microsoft
load
Flight Simulator.
slash save.
already at the
Press home
descent
to
and all
restart.
that. But anyway, it's the
Press enter
point.
main menu.
Something's wrong. I don't know what. and I
Something's
think
definitely
that-
off.
You know what? I think it was Bishop. I think he did it. I think he hacked into our
He
mainframe.
probably did. He probably hacked in
Yeah.
and crashed first
Yeah, we
off
got
to
you,
it.
Bishop. You hacked into my algorithm and totally flip-flopped it. And then you had Josh help you. That's what it is. Teamwork, Brandon. They're teaming up
Wow,
against
Josh
us.
is a co-conspirator.
Yeah,
in that.
co-conspirator of hacking into the simulator. You are, you know what? Maybe I need to prosecute them. I think that sounds like that's what they need.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll let you know your sentence next time on the live stream, Mr. Bishop.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Send me that email,
See users other downloads FSFO5. See users other.
and maybe I'll just charge Josh.
Microsoft Ops 30.2.3. Stop streaming chat box.
All right, Brandon, you stay put because you don't got to leave now that
Stop
I'm doing
streaming chat
this. At least not this second. So just hold tight a
Stop
second.
streaming chat box checked.
Guys,
All right.
we're out of here for now. Me and Brandon will be back with you tomorrow, and hopefully this problem has been resolved. Because if not, I am going after you, Matt. I will find you, and I will beat you